1 2 check Chuffy 1 2. 1 2 check Chuffy 1 2. Let's see this rolling. Let me get my full control. Let me have my sound check. Am I live? Going live? Am I like on a delay? I'm talking now and I can see myself and I don't look like I'm talking. 1 2 check Chuffy 1 2. Okay, I'm talking. Right. You chuffers. Am I alright? My meter's alright. What we're doing today on Battery Exhausted is we're going to be ripping Alan a new one because Alan is making a fool of himself again. So, oh dear, big ups everyone. I'm just going to quickly tell everyone on the Discord that I am live. So give me a second. Right, I'm going to copy that and then get into my Discord, and I've got a space on the Discord called Where's Super Chuffer? Find Super Chuffer, and you can find me by looking there. You can find me by looking there. Brilliant. Nuggets, Mimps in chat. Let's see what we got. Elizabeth, Slinky Socks, Caroline Burns, Alan, Amber Leal, Luby Lou, Brum Vixen, Book Princess, Candy For You, Sasha English. We've got Keely in there as well. Big ups everyone in chat. Big ups Gail. Gonna have to lay into Alan and rip a new one. Just gonna have to. Give it 5 minutes to let it fill up a little bit, and I'll tell you what we're doing. So, Super Knobhead Detective. Yesterday I did my video on Super Chuffer. We went live. The police media response, body language and analysis. We're doing it again tonight. I've been promising this for a long time. Yeah, I've been promising that for a long time. So when I put it in, scheduled it in, I give myself about an hour and a half before I go live. All of a sudden, look who popped up with their video. Initial police response and investigation. Police response. It's me, Alan. Desperate move by a desperate man to try and, literally, in my belief here, right, the reason he's done that is because he wants my attention. And he hasn't been getting it the last couple of weeks. Been working on something behind the scenes. It's going to drop tomorrow. He hasn't been getting it the last couple of weeks. He wanted to get my attention. I'll show you why. Yeah. So what he did was he used the same thing as I was doing, and knowing that I would be like, oh, Alan's doing the same thing as I was doing. Oh, I'm angry. I'm not angry. I don't care. His video about the police and all that is rubbish. His content is rubbish. He can't touch what we do on my main channel, Super Chuffer. He can't come close. He's a sad man because he spent a lot of time playing poker, gambling his money away. Your money, people who tip him. He's gambling his money away, right? And he believes, the thing about poker that's really interesting to me is that Alan believes, we've done a video on it, bear in mind. We've got a video on it here. We did, it's in the video section, and it's big time poker. Angry Alan's big time poker game over here. So I've already got this one. Angry Alan's not very good at poker. He loses he's lost a lot of money over the years. One of the aspects of poker that Angry Alan thinks, let me explain this. Angry Alan is not very good at thinking on his feet. He's not very good. He's good at talking and manipulating. He's got his gaslighting and his narcissism. You know, he's got that. He's good at manipulating vulnerable people. But I'm not vulnerable to it. If I was playing poker, I'd smash him to bits. As do these fellows on the live poker show, like on the big poker show. They absolutely pull his pants down and take all his money and send him off. He's the first one to lose at the table. He's an idiot. And his problem is he doesn't understand. In poker, we talk about bluff. You know, there's a lot of psychology. Alan thinks he's master of the bluff. The irony is that he's the opposite. I know when Alan's telling the truth. He's always lying. It's easy to spot because he's always lying. But I know I can see Alan. I can see through him. Psychologically, the psychology game, Alan's got nothing. He's holding like a 2 he's holding a 2 and a piece of card with a picture of a Genshin Impact character on it instead of a real playing card, and thinking, oh God, he's got nothing. Yeah, he's bluffing. I know it. I know he does this, and I know he thinks he's good at it. It's beautiful in a way, because he's such a fucking idiot. Such an idiot. So we're going to get on to pulling his pants down again. Now, he wanted to ire me. He wanted to irk me. The reason he did that is because he's scared of what I'm doing. Let's get that real clear and out there in the public. Alan is scared. He's a scared little ninny. He's not man enough to talk to me one-to-one. He's not man enough to come on my show. He's not man enough to come on a show of a neutral party where we can talk, like, you know, with a neutral party. He's not man enough even to stand up behind what he put on his own channel. Remember, he put those videos up, The Wig Man Cometh. Gang stalkers, he deleted them. I don't do any videos about other people. He's been told by his spanners that the way to deal with a troll is to ignore them. I'm not a troll, so you can't deal with me like that. Alan's making mistake after mistake after mistake. Alan's a grifter. Said it in chat there. Love it. Who said that? Lee James. Alan's a grifter. We know that. He's an aggressive narcissist. We know that. He's a liar. We know that. We've caught him out in his lies. I've got the evidence. I've got the clips. It's not, oh, this isn't like, you know, if you want to sue me, Alan, because I'm calling you a liar, sue me. We'll go to court and I'll prove you're a liar. How about that? I've got the clips. I've got the receipts. I've got the clips. Alan's a liar. Prove it tonight even. I'll prove it tonight. Well, I don't want to show all the receipts. I don't want to show all my cards, do I? Necessarily. But Alan's a liar. We all know that. He's an aggressive narcissist. He's a manipulator and a bully. We know all that, yeah? There's stuff you don't know. There's stuff people out there don't know. Alan's scared about me revealing it. I'm starting to find it out. I see through Alan like no one else has ever been able to. I see through Alan like I'm his nemesis. Thank you very much, Arlene, for the £1 super chat. Thank you. I've got thecoffee.com. If you want to see your things come up on the screen, thecoffee.com, you can text to speech up on the screen as well. Angry Alan's an idiot, man. He's a full-blown wrong-un. Wait till tomorrow when I drop my main video on that tomorrow. You watch. What we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to do mainstream on the mainstream, Super Chuffer channel. We're probably going to have to finish off the police stuff because we probably won't finish it all today. Unlike Alan, I can't fit it all into just like an hour's ramble. Good question in chat. I'm not going to read it out. Good question in chat. I'm not going to read it out. It's a good question there, you know. I see the Time Booth cult in my chat. It's a good question. Talk more about that tomorrow. Christ. I'll just say that. I'll just say Christ at the moment. Eileen, I'm not going to stop it with Alan. I'm going to double down. I'm going to kick Alan's ass all over the playground today. Right? I'm going to kick his ass all over the playground. And then I'm going to drag him into the toilets, force his head into the toilet and flush. And why am I doing that? Oh, you should leave him alone. He's a poor old man. No, he's not. I found out what he's been doing in the other locker room. When you find out, you're going to be on the handle flushing. Don't tell me what to do about Alan in my chat there. I'm not going to listen to it. You don't know what I know. I can only reveal certain things on the internet, piecemeal by piece. You don't know what I know. Right? And when you do, you ain't going to be putting comments like, oh, stop with Alan. You're going to be like, let's have more. Take him down. Take him down to Chuffertown. He doesn't want to piss me off. He's in the wrong end. He's wandered into the wrong end. Oh, I've got my ticket for the football. Is this where I go? Is this where I should go and sit? No, this is the Blue Nose end, mate. This is the Super Chuffer crowd. You've wandered into the wrong end. Oh, I'll just leave there. No, you won't. Put down the fucking hot dog. You're going to be staying for a little while, son. Put down your fucking hot dog and listen. Right? Oh, it's going to get dark around here. Not today. Not today. Some really interesting comments in chat. You know, some people, I can't pick out on any of them particularly. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. He's not very good at poker. He's not very good at bluffing. I'll tell you that. He's not very good at lying, although he does it all the damn time. He's not very good at YouTube. He's not very good at feeling his way around the super chuffer. I got his number. It can't be that bad if you're letting him get away with it now. Mr. Smith, it's not like that. It's not like that. Mr. Smith, it's pretty fucking bad. I can only go with what I can prove. I can only go with what I can, you know, legally show on the internet. Wait till tomorrow, make up your own mind. Okay? Why am I doing it right now? Why am I going to drop it right now? Listen. This isn't... This isn't a fucking... How do I explain this? I'll explain it simply. I'm smarter than Alan. How about that? Watch tomorrow. You're smarter than Alan, so you will do. Right, let's get and see what he's done then. Because, like I said, he deliberately tried to have a poke at me. Deliberately tried to pull my hair, pull my wig. Trying to... Because he wants me to hear this. That's why he's done this. He hasn't got any reason to do initial police response and investigation for Nicola Bulley the same day as I'm doing it, has he? He wants... What he wants is... This one was... He wants Scotty Hottie to listen. Because he thinks, oh, I'll pull his strings. I'll do the same video as him. And then he'll have to listen. Because he'll be angry. I see through you, Alan. I see through you. I will listen. Because you're going to get your ass smacked.
BBC readers.
First of all... Alan's current broadcast setup involves this at the start. Let me put it on quality 1080p.
No CCTV. No proof that she fell in by the bench. No witnesses come forward.
It's not 1080p, is it? It's not very good quality.
Really, have they?
Because it's Alan's upload, his terrible edit. He's starting his episodes now with this fucking awful edit. I don't know who's done it for him. I don't know if he's done it. It's awful. It's 7 minutes of bollocks. Oh, well, if people are watching my show, they're going to watch the full 7 minutes of bollocks at the start. That'll help. No, it won't, because everyone's going to skip it now. So YouTube's going to think, people think your first part of your episode's pretty much bollocks, which it is. Which it is. In chat there, Alan's a liar. Yes, true. Sid Sophos. Yes, true. We've proved it a number of times. If he wants to go after me for saying he's a liar in public, come after me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court. I hold all the cards when it comes to court because I can get a more expensive lawyer. I've got more money in the bank right now because I don't piss it away on fucking poker. I can get credit cards because I didn't have a disqualified business. I'm not banned from running a business, am I? I own my own house. Like, in terms of, like, you know, okay, I'm not rich and I don't own a big house. But, like, Alan doesn't even have the credit for his property, does he? He's signed it over to his son so he can work around, probably get the benefits to pay the housing or some shit. Probably. I don't know. But it's unlikely that Alan will be able to fight me in court on any given day because I can get better solicitors, spend more money, I've got more time to do it. I will fucking rinse him. I will fucking rinse him. And I'm on top of it all because I'm smarter than him. Do you think I don't know the Defamation Act? Do you think I don't know about the Malicious Communications Act? Do you think I don't know? Do you think I've been on YouTube for 8 years? I've been on longer than Alan, right? And I say all sorts of fucking shit. Do you think I don't know? If you don't know, better get to know, right? Better get to know. Alan would get his pants pulled down. I fucking would want it to happen. Can you imagine the content I would make? The crowdfund I would have? I wouldn't even have to pay for my own lawyers. Everyone would rally round and see me take Alan to court. I'd be out there the day after with a photo, like on the day, you know, I'm going into court with Alan. Here's me and my video crew. Let's go. Oh, you can't bring the cameras into court. No worries, Your Honour. Wasn't planning to. Just going to be, you know, covering this. You would love it, me and Alan versus each other in court. He'd have to face me. And he ain't got the bottle. He'd have to face me and he ain't got the bottle.
Hands. Dr. James.
Here he is, from yesterday.
Looney, you know I'm called Alan. You know I'm the armchair detective. I don't...
Yeah, of course I know you're called Alan and you're the armchair detective. You're not an armchair detective. You call yourself Alan. You're not an armchair detective. You're not a detective. He's wearing his... Look, he's got his Armani from TK Maxx. He's doing well. He's got his Armani on from TK Maxx. He's doing well. Does afraid to wear his black clothes today for some reason. I think maybe. We'll see. That light at the top of his head looking like it's Spark, you know, look at what a twat. What a twat. What a bad image to use behind you. It looks like you are out in the street stalking people.
Hide behind anonymous or pseudonyms or...
What? Hang on.
Oh, I'm called Alan. You know, I'm the armchair detective. I don't hide behind anonymous or pseudonyms or...
Right, I'm getting your chat up on screen as well because I want that, because I like it. I'm giving you the good grace now. There you are. Here's your chat up on screen. We'll have you as well. I like you. We'll have you as well. Is Alan using pseudonyms? Let's have it in chat. Does Alan use pseudonyms? Is he on any platforms using fake names? Let's have it in chat. Does Alan use any pseudonyms? Does anyone have any ideas? If I'm broadcasting your opinions, I'm broadcasting your opinions. It's my show. I'm broadcasting your opinions, so I'm responsible for them. Theoretically, you know, if I have a guest on and my guest says like loads of racist stuff, my show is racist. I have to deal with it. It's not. I can't say, oh, the guest said it, so fucking leave it. I'm the broadcaster. Anyone think he's got any pseudonyms? I'll tell you. Yes, Alan uses pseudonyms on the internet.
It's raining again. I couldn't be happier. Swish, and then
Grandmaster Sid Sophos sent tippies. Scott, I've seen you donate money on your lives to charity.
Absolutely.
Alan's never said a nice word about another human being.
Yeah. And except
Super
Isla.
Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
He likes Isla because he's got this superiority complex connected with the narcissism where he thinks he should be mixing in a higher echelon. So he'll say nice things about certain people, or he'll use it as a mechanism to try and twist. Oh, I'm going to say something nice about you today. Honestly, I'm your friend. Look at his black eyes on the green screen. Yes, doggy. Daddy's having it tonight. Look at his black eyes on the green screen. That's the green screen doing that. Look at his eyes. Almost symbolic, isn't it? Those black eyes. Look at him. Alan creates a character on the internet, right? Pseudonyms is the armchair detective. He's not a detective. He makes up a load of shit about himself. Alan is playing a character on the internet. It's all going well. Underneath the legs are going. He's got the poker face. When he shows you something by mistake on his screen that you didn't want to, it's fine. Underneath, fuck, angry, fuck. Alan is pretending to be someone else on the internet, really. That's not his true nature and his character. You only see a small glimpse when he's doing his lives. You don't see him when he's angry, do you? You do, because he gets angry on his lives. But, you know, Alan controls himself a bit better on his lives to give you an impression of himself. I'm a jolly, jovial. We're having fun together. You don't see his dark side. I see through the man. Straight open with a lie. What's all this? What's all this? This is disgusting. That's a dead woman. Her children are grieving. Let's bring this back around for my monetization. Like, how dare you use a 480p quality picture of some dead woman on your Love Shines Forever nigga getaway? Disgusting. This is disgusting. Right, let's hear him.
James, we're in your hands. Dr. James, Natalie. Good evening. You know I'm called Alan. You know I'm the armchair detective. I don't hide behind anonymous.
Yes, you do. Pseudonyms. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Do you want, I think I should prove this one. I feel like I should prove this one. In chat, have I got any mimps? I've got any mimps in chat. Have I got Sarah in chat? Have I got any mimps? Julius, have I got any of the big mimps? Have we got Slinky Socks in chat? Have we got the big mimps? I can get you a screenshot right now and put it on the screen, or I might choose not to, because why show all my cards? I can tell you, Alan is on Facebook with a fake name. Alan is on Facebook with an account that's not his name and it's not his photograph. He's doing that because he wants to get into the Nicola Bully circle. You know, the Nicola Bully, check the pins and DM I sent you, thank you. I'm on the Nuggets bit. But, you've written that in the Nuggets bit. See, I'm not very good at night. I've got on the DMs, I've got all these pictures and I don't know who's what and what's going on. I'll try and have a look. Okay, I'm reading what you said. I'll spill as much information as I want, so don't worry.
It's raining again. I couldn't be happier.
Grandmaster Sid Sophos sent tippies. Alan's eyes are dark like Boris Karloff, the old horror actor. Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
Like Boris Karloff, Frankenstein, my DJ, mix that girl, don't whine. Like Boris Karloff, Frankenstein, my DJ, mix that girl, don't whine. Bela Lugosi, Dracula, my DJ sounds spectacular. How'd you like them? How'd you like them apples? I don't know what you're really saying in the DMs there, but I was just looking for that screenshot we've got of Alan's fake Facebook so I could prove it on the internet. But I don't need to prove it on the internet. It only needs to be proved in court if he wants to take me to court over it. Alan has a fake Facebook, right? You're telling me in chat. Yeah, go on. We'll do it. We'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen, a fake Facebook. I'll do my little thing. Show it me in the Discords. No, I'm trying to navigate my Discord. Oh, it's going to get hectic tonight, so don't think, there's a bit of a lull here. Click that message to see the screenshots. Got you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gonna just grab that. And we're about to reveal Alan's fake Facebook account. Oops. Didn't want to show you that. Oops. What did I show you then? Whoops. Shows you the wrong thing then. Whoops. 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 This is Alan's fake Facebook account. This is Joe Lawson. That's not Alan Vinicum. But Alan Vinicum uses that. I've got the links. I've got the connections. Yeah? This isn't random shit. Alan Vinicum. What did you say, Alan? What did you just say? Alan, what did you just say? Alan? On your seedy little channel. What did you just say? On your stinky, seedy, little, disgusting, grifting, using people's murders for money channel.
Dr. James Madley. Good evening. You know I'm called Alan. You know I'm the armchair detective. I don't hide behind anonymous or pseudonyms. Or
Yes, you do.
It's raining again. I couldn't be
Kiwi
happier.
sent tippies.
And then whoosh.
You couldn't get $1 out of me. I'm a mother clucking IMP. Super Chuffer owes 9 hugs.
Uh-oh, Alan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Exposed, Alan. Thank you very much for the 9 hugs. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You all work hard and send me money. I really appreciate it. I mean, I feel like I work hard myself as well, to be honest, these days. This streaming stuff is not just to get up and switch on the computer and have a laugh. For Alan, other people do his research for him. He feeds off those Facebook groups. And then he sits there and, you know, whatever's put in front of him, he'll read. He'll put the news on and just sit there. Alan's awful. I do a lot of work behind the scenes. And that's why we're ahead of him. That's how we've got his fake Facebook account. Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Alan knows it's the tip of the iceberg. I know it's the tip of the iceberg. A few behind the scenes know it's the tip of the iceberg. You all in chat, you're going to learn. Why is he doing fake Facebook, Joanna? Okay. Alan needs access to the Nicola Bully Facebook group where they talk about her. He needed access to the Madeleine McCann Facebook group where they talk about her. And the people in those Facebook groups fucking hate him because way back in Madeleine McCann days, he took Madeleine McCann's stories and information off the Facebook groups and presented them as if they were his research on the internet. And then the people that had done the research felt very angry because they were doing their best to try and get the messages out there for Madeleine, and Alan was taking them and using them like his content, and they were doing it for free on the Facebook group, and he was monetizing it. And nobody in the Madeleine McCann circle would monetize their content because they felt it was wrong because they were trying to help them find Madeleine. So they didn't want to monetize their content. So Alan thought, wow, there's loads of content here. No one's monetized it. I'll have it all. So Alan took all that. We've got the receipts for that. It goes way back. This is before Chris Watts. He did the same with the Chris Watts thing. The people that are involved finding out the information on the ground level, the people that are running the Facebook groups hate Alan and don't want him in their groups. So they banned him and blocked him, and he's had to create fake accounts to get back in. And why does he need to do that? Because you will see in his content that he reads out bollocks off Facebook all the fucking time. That's part of his content. You do the work, you post it on Facebook, he takes it and it's his. It's horrible. It's not very nice, but that's just, you know, he doesn't care about Nicola Bulley. He doesn't care about the children of Chris Watts. He doesn't care about Madeleine McCann. He cares about himself. He doesn't care about his spanners. He's a narcissist who wants the public to think he's some kind of special detective on the internet so that he can get a date with Isla. Isla from this morning. Isla sits next to Giles Brandreth. Isla sits next to Philip Schofield. Philip Schofield's a nonce. Philip Schofield has been pushing in front to see the Queen. Philip Schofield's been down to his Cornish bolt hole. Alan Vinnicom's been pushing in front to see the Queen. Alan Vinnicom's been down to his Cornish bolt hole. Don't tell me that you can't put two and fucking two together. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you.
Alts or pretend I'm someone I'm not. I am who.
You do pretend you're someone you're not, don't you, Alan? Because you're not a detective, are you, Alan? You're not some super restaurateur, are you, Alan? The whole raison d'etre, your whole premise is pretending to be someone you're not. If you came on the screen and said, "Hi, I'm Alan Vinicum, the failed poker player, failed restaurateur and internet grifter," you're not going to have such a show, are you? Don't come clean, Alan. Pretend to be something you're not. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I've just shown everyone your fake Facebook.
Dr. James.
You think this is exposed as well? In chat, Wayne Worcester, big ups, boing, boing, baggies, baggies, boing, boing, baggies, baggies. This isn't even exposed. This is taking his little hat off. The sun's starting to shine on him. Exposed is tomorrow when I pull his pants down and give him a smack in front of everyone on the internet. And it could get worse. It ain't just your pants that come down, Alan. You could end up naked. Like those. I don't know. I should say the wrong thing. Have you seen those cartel videos? Have you seen the anger and the vitriol that comes from the cartel? They're angry, man. They do some horrible stuff. I'm not suggesting anyone should do anything horrible to Alan, but they don't just pull your pants down, I'll tell you that.
Natalie. Good evening. You know I'm called Alan. You know I'm the armchair detective. I don't hide behind anonymous or pseudonyms.
Yes, you do, liar.
Alts or
yes, you
pretend
do.
I'm someone I'm not.
Yes, you do. On top of that, he's been in our chat. Oh, you can't say something you can't prove. All right, fine. I've got all the chat logs. We can find the IP addresses. Like, don't worry, Alan. You've been in my chat. You've said some fucking weird shit about my family. I was there. You were there. We all know it, yeah? Alan knows it. Oh, he said this on the internet now. I can sue him because he said I was in his chat saying weird stuff about his family. Bring it on. Come at me, bro. I expect that if you send me a cease and desist, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring it on screen and tear it up in front of everyone and say it's not worth the paper it's fucking printed on. Yeah? You're going to have to do better than that. See me in court. Come at me, bro. Drain your bank account. Let's go. You ain't got. It's not about even winning money. Small claims court, you can't even win. You've £500. It's not that. It's not that, Alan. Let's prove you're a liar in public.
Who I am. Armchair detective and artist.
Artist. Look at him laughing. This is body language tell. He's laughing. He's laughing at you, the audience. He's laughing at the concept of himself being an artist. He's laughing at what he's doing now, which is performing. Because he doesn't really... Like, this is Alan's big bluff. Like, you know what I said about poker? This is Alan's big bluff. He doesn't really have anything. He's performing as if he's some tough guy telling people on the internet, you know, I'm Alan, I'm the detective, I'm the artist. Shit, man, am I getting away with this? It's a tell. Con artist, yes, right. Piss artist, yes, right. No wonder he's laughing at the word artist. It's got all these other connotations. Good call, everyone in chat. What an idiot he is to say things like this. What an idiot he is to say things like this.
Not a P artist, though.
No, he's not a P artist, so he thought it himself. He did think it. Weird that you'd think that about yourself, because if I was actually an artist and I described myself as an artist, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, piss artist. But
Artist. Not a P artist, though. Artist. How are you? Friday night. Well,
big ups, Grandmaster Sid. All the memes, yeah. The memes are on hold for a minute. All the chicken I can eat. All the chicken I can eat. Clothes from IKEA. All those memes are on hold for a minute. We're going to get serious this weekend. Dark. Memes are on hold.
well, a lot to get through tonight.
Bit of touching the old face there. Bit of self-soothing. A bit of covering the mouth when you tell a lie. Bit of covering the face. Bit of self-soothing.
How are you? Friday night. Well, a lot to get through tonight. I'm here.
And that laugh, because he knows that what he's doing, a lot to get through, is this episode today is not about sharing information about Nicola Bulley. It's about having a poke at people. It's about trying to get to me to scare me off from what's going to happen tomorrow. It's about trying to push people off the pot That's a poker term. In poker, right, if you're playing poker with Angry Alan, what he'll do is he'll make a big bet. That's why he's called All-In Vin. He'll make a big bet and you're to think, oh, do I need to follow through with this? Alan's put a big bet on the table, so he must be confident. If I follow through, I might lose. Tries to push people off the pot. That's the term. And he fails because these people see through his bollocks and they just call him out and then he gets pushed off the table himself. We've seen it, we've done the episode, yeah? Like, that's his poker technique. It follows through to his behaviour in life. He's trying to push people off the pot. He's trying to scare me and intimidate me in this episode. That's why he's used the same video, like this. He's done the same. He's done Alan's stealing Scott's content. He's doing the same video Scott will watch. You know,
mainly as a peacemaker, and get through tonight. I'm here mainly as a peacemaker.
You're the trouble. You're the fly in the ointment. You're the grit that causes the problem. You know, you're the grit in the wheel. Alan, you're not a peacemaker. You're an arsehole who causes problems for everyone. Everyone you touch in your life, you've caused problems for. Don't take me to court. You fucking fucked your son's life up with those restaurants, didn't you? I'm sure he had a great time explaining to all his friends about how his dad fucked his businesses over. We saw you on the restaurant inspector, where the restaurant inspector called you a con man to your face, said you were ripping off the public. You're not a peacemaker. Eddie's angry at you. I'm angry at you. We're the new breed. We're the new ones. We've just come into this thing talking about Nicola Bulley. The people in the true crime world, they all hate you. The people that have been around for a long time, the Madeleine McCann, the Chris Watts people, they all hate you, to the point where somebody's taking you to court for defamation all the way from America. Alan, how dare you piss your lies out of your grotty little cumhole mouth.
How are you? Friday night. Well, a lot to get through tonight. I'm here mainly as a peacemaker and a helper.
A helper? Do you see the manipulation? Can you see the manipulation? Obviously, some of his spanners don't. And listen, if you're watching this ever and you're one of his spanners, my heart goes out to you. I believe that you've suffered some sort of abuse in your life. I believe that you've met these men who have been abusive and manipulative, and that you feel safe in Alan's wheelhouse because he's not giving you shit because you give him something. It's like a two-way street. Once you're under the wing, you're protected because he can give everyone else shit and you're under the wing. You can come under our wing. It's much safer here. Our community, our Discord, they're lovely people. You will enjoy yourself. We will forgive you. We do not care that you supported Alan all these years. When you see the light, it's time to come to Jesus. I'm here for you. I'm not Jesus, but you know what I mean.
To all those nice ladies that have decided to make YouTube channels.
Right, what's this now?
As a
Raining again. I couldn't be happier. Swish, and then
Grandmaster Sid Sophos sent tippies. Preach Scott, tell them man. No walk word salad. Scott, you are the goat. Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
Thank you very much, Sid. Thank you. Thank you. We've got big things coming tomorrow, remember, so look out for that. What's he saying now?
Peacemaker. Artist. How are you? Friday night. Well, a lot to get through tonight. I'm here mainly as a peacemaker and a helper to all those nice ladies that have decided to make YouTube channels and become creators since the Nicola Bulley case. And
you see his real expression while he's talking about it is like grumpy, but he changed it into a bit of a smile at the end. Look, big smile. This is his thing that he does. He smiles at you. He smiles at you while he picks your pocket. He smiles at you while he goes behind your back. He's doing this smile. He gets all these ladies because they think he's a nice smiley. Oh, he's a bit sexy. He's got this attitude. He's cool. He's a bit of a geezer. You know, it's a facade. He's a coward and a liar and a nasty, vindictive, mean, pokey person. What he just said was, there's a load of new channels. Women? Now it's just the women he's interested in. This is either some sort of weird sexism or there's a particular channel he's popping at. But what it does is it means it's not me, doesn't it? Because I'm a man. Do you remember when Paul Ansell sent that video to... Not Paul Ansell, sorry, Paul Ansell's friend. Paul Ansell's male friend sent that video to Jizzy, so it can't be Emma. This is Alan's manipulation. He's talking to me and other channels. He doesn't want me to feel like I'm being talked to because he's scared that Super Chuff will come after him. Oh no.
decided to make YouTube channels.
So any women who have decided to make a YouTube channel, and of course Alan doesn't watch these channels, remember? Alan doesn't watch smaller channels. Alan's bigger than that. He's not listening to all this other stuff, remember? Yeah?
Nice ladies.
Nice ladies that he calls Google grannies, doesn't he? Alan's not supportive of any ladies, is he? Have you never seen him out there supportive of any of these other YouTube channels that are nice ladies? It's just fucking disgusting. Of course, we recently learned, didn't we? Didn't we just recently learn that Rustic Rach, watched yesterday's or the day before's episode on this channel, didn't we recently learn that Rustic Rach had a troll? And that her troll had a dyslexia issue with the spelling of their quite common name. And didn't we see that in Rustic Rach, I'm just going to do it because... There's a couple of channels that fall into this category. I'm going to pick Rustic Rach here to start with. We saw Rustic Rach, she might have taken it down now, I think, because me and Eddie both said don't play to the troll. It looks like she's took it down. It's still recorded in the video we did yesterday. She had a troll, and she said that the troll was strange because it had a woman's name, but it was a common woman's name, and that woman's name was spelled wrong, which is weird because, you know, we're talking about a common woman's, like, you wouldn't spell your own name wrong, would you? It's almost like someone was dyslexic, maybe. And then in that exact same chat...
Raining again. I couldn't be happier. Swish!
Big ups,
Dear
Dion.
Centipede. Thank you for all the work you are doing, it's really appreciated. Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I might have to edit this out because, like, not edit out, I mean edit the bit that I'm talking about from that episode and put it up as its own video to make it very clear, because it was on Late Night Lutters we looked at it. We looked at Rachel's channel. We looked at the problem she had with trolling. We suggested that it would be Alan doing that. Why would Alan be trolling Rachel's channel? Why would Alan be on Rachel's channel? And bear in mind, the top comment on Rachel's video was from someone called Essex Boys Outlaws, who was saying, don't worry, Rach, I've seen trolls for ages. I know how to handle them. It was Alan talking. It was Alan. Yeah? Don't get me wrong. Like, if he wants to take me to court, you can't prove it. I'll prove it. Okay? And any reasonable person would put together these ideas I'm stating, these facts. They put them together and they'd think the same as well. So it's a reasonable supposition. It's reasonable for me to have that opinion. It's reasonable for me to state it as my opinion on the internet. You can't come after me. Fuck you. Yeah, right? Fuck you, Alan. Fuck you. Rustic Rach, it's on my channel, so don't worry. It's not lost. It's not lost. Okay? Not to watch. Here we are looking at Rustic Rach's video, look. And you could read it one way, and you could say, oh, no, you're being a bit mean to me here, but you're not really being mean. You're being a bit mean in a clever way. They can go as well. What's the point? Like, you're creating this environment. Talking about these trolls. So I actually get the thing up on the screen where I look at... There we are. Hang on. This comment that's behind me is from Essex Boys Outlaw. Talks about the trolls. Do not reply. Do not talk to them. Do not give them that. You know, it's Alan's words. It's the way that Alan talks about trolls. Essex Boys Outlaw. That channel's been around in a few different chats showing their face. That's not Alan then. Listen, it's not Alan under a fake name. Alan didn't go on to what I'm saying is, right, Alan didn't go on to Rustic Rach's channel, gaslight her by being a troll, give her loads of shit by being a troll, gaslight her, and then appear as her knight in shining armour to give her all the good advice about how to deal with the trolls. I'm now your friend. That wouldn't be the behaviour of a fucking massive narcissist, would it? Gaslighting someone, setting them up with a fake account so they're worried about trolls, and then coming to their rescue in the same breath with a different fake account so they can trust you and you're a good chuffer. That wasn't Alan then, was it? That wasn't Alan. Oh, of course he's here in chat. Of course he's here in chat. Of course he is. He's desperate for this. He's scared. He wants to know what I'm holding, what cards I'm holding. He's scared. That's why he's doing this. He's poking and probing to try and get a reaction so that he can anger me before the Nicola Bully case thing so that I get off track. And don't worry, Alan, I was prepared for this. I'm ready for this. I made this happen. You nutter. Right. Rustic Rach, why would you do that to Rustic Rach? Because Rustic Rach dropped a video a couple of weeks ago about Peter Folding. It got 1.8k views. She did Eddie's Vinyl Break Where's Eddie. It got 2,000 views. She's put Nicola Bully Inquest. It's got 3,000 views. She's now a threat to Alan. Alan doesn't like it when new channels turn up talking about the Nicola Bully case or stuff that he talks about getting a lot of views. They're a threat to him. It's not just Rustic Rach, is it? It's also people like Truth Finders. Truth Finders, fairly new channel. Videos, Nicola Bully content, 2,500 views, 3,000 views. Threat to Alan then. Threat to Alan. This is run by ladies as well. Threat to Alan. Alan thinks that there's not enough space on the internet for you to watch two different channels. He doesn't understand that channels can supplement and support each other. He doesn't understand that the people that watch me also watch Eddie's Vinyl Break and have got enough time in their lives for both. He doesn't understand that we're not competing, we're helping each other. Alan's the helper.
Raining again. I couldn't be happier. Swish.
Roberta sent tippies. Shame Alan will never see the inside of a courthouse.
He fucking might.
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
I'll tell you what, he fucking might. Alan thinks I don't know how high up or far things go. Alan thinks I don't know how far things go. Alan doesn't understand that I've been around this internet a little bit longer than Alan. Alan doesn't understand that I know a little bit more than he thinks. Brumvixen says, the anonymous post is badly spelled and bad grammar too. We're going to get to that, Brumvixen, absolutely. Eileen, $2 super chat. Thank you very much for the £2. I really appreciate it. I will reiterate my, oh no I won't, my coffee.com for anyone who wants to, like, if you want a super chat, I'm really grateful for that. If you want to do it on coffee.com, I'm really grateful for that too. Just really grateful, thank you. Leave him alone, he's just an old man. He's not just an old man. He's not. That's a pathetic thing to say. That's ageist as well. So some old man could come around your house and like take your dog and fucking stick his finger up its bum and you'd be like, don't worry. He's just an old man. I used to have a salon, right? A hairdressing salon. I had a room upstairs where this girl would do massages. It was a separate rental. So I'd give her the key, she'd pay me the rent, she'd do her job, she's a massage therapist. Like, I had different people up there over the years, right? This one night, she said to me, this guy had come in and he'd had the massage and he'd got his cock out and he said, can you get me some condoms and can we do the sex? And when she said, oh my God, I haven't got any condoms, why don't you get them from the shop? He went out to get condoms from the shop and she locked the door and was scared, right? He went away. She told me that story, she pointed him out in the street one day. That was that guy. He was an old man. He didn't look anything that, he was like Alan. Old man like Alan. I mean, Alan could still hold you down, couldn't he? Like, old man like Alan, I had to run out in the street and say, you fucking prick. Who the fuck do you think you are coming in this with my name above the door, doing what you fuck... Sorry, my camera. I got so angry, my camera. Obviously, I couldn't hit an old man in the street, could I? Obviously, I couldn't hit an old man in the street outside my hairdressing salon, but I walked him up the road. I did everything by grabbing him by the arm. I walked him up the road back to where he fucking lived, and I said, this is your house, yeah? Yeah? So now I know where you live. Do you ever come touching any of these girls? You come near anyone? Scotty Hotty's got your number. I had to walk him up the fucking road. I'm going, I'm leaving. I don't want to leave. I'll walk with you, mate. I'll fucking walk with you. Walk of shame. This guy's a pede. This guy's a non... This guy came in my salon and did this with this girl in the streets, in the town, all the way to his house. I'm not having it. You old man. Old men do horrible things to kids. That happens in the world. So don't tell me being old is some weird defence. Age ain't nothing but a number. Get your head screwed on.
Decided to make YouTube channels and become creators since the Nicola Bully case. And there's many of them here in England. I don't watch them, but people keep sending me their stuff.
So Alan just told me that he watches all these new channels and he's helpful. He's a helper to these new channels, but he doesn't watch them. What the fuck is going on with this liar?
To make YouTube channels and become creators since the Nicola Bully case.
And it's a problem he's got with women.
And a helper to all those nice ladies that have decided to make YouTube channels and become creators since the Nicola Bully case. And there's many of them here in England. I don't watch them, but people keep sending me their stuff by...
Bollocks. Such bollocks. Nobody's sending Alan their stuff. Alan's got his own flying monkeys, they call it. It's a feature of narcissism where you get people to do your bidding. He calls them his spanners. They're confused, deluded people who have been manipulated over a long period of time through gaslighting, narcissistic domination, and they seem to feed into it. There's only a small group of them as well, remember. It's only 1 or 2 at this point. It's not like 10 or 20. It's only in the small figures, right? Those people may support Alan with information, but really, it's Alan doing this. He's the one watching my show right now. He's the one watching their fucking videos. You know? He's the one doing that.
Email. I won't say.
In chat, okay, I see what you're saying. I'll take it all in jest, okay? Because you don't know exactly who anyone is in the chat. You might assume that this person is his daughter. Lay off that. If it is, they're welcome to be here and listen to what I'm saying. They must. I'll talk to his daughter directly right now. But in chat, if you think that, fine, you've said it. If you don't, you've said it. Whatever. We're not going to have a back and forth. You're not going to have a back and forth. People are allowed to be here and they're allowed to have different opinions, okay? So you're not going to have a back and forth. You said what you think to them. They've said what they think. Don't keep going back and forth with each other, okay? You're all good. I'll deal with this right now. If it's his daughter in chat, if it's not, I'll talk to his daughter over the camera right now. Hello, I know you've had to put up with the bullshit from your father all of your fucking life. I know that it hurts you. I know that you think like your children have to see him as a grandfather and you'd rather they didn't have all this bollocks in the public sphere. Tell him to stop. He doesn't listen to you, does he? Sometimes you just have to make a break with it. Sometimes you just have to distance yourself from it. Because you know more than I know about the way he behaves and the things he does. The things that have disgusted you over the years and the things you wish you could unsee. You know more than I do. Out of all the people in the world, your testimony would help immensely in shutting this fucker down. I don't think he will ever learn to be contrite. I don't think he will ever take back the hurt he's caused. I don't think you have to live with it as your burden anymore. I'll be your daddy now. I'll be your daddy now.
Which ones I like or don't like, it makes no difference.
It makes no difference. Which ones I like and don't like. You don't like any of them. You don't watch any of them. But you like all of them because you're a helper. Alan is catching himself out in his own lie here. Why is it so important for Alan to do this episode where he spins this weird lie at the start? Have you ever heard him come at this angle? There's other channels out there and I'm their friend and I help them. But I don't watch them, so how do I help them? Oh, I leave them nice comments. I don't leave them any comments under fake names though. What?
I don't watch them, but people keep sending me their stuff by email. I won't say which ones I like or don't like.
Because you don't like any of them, because you don't watch any of them, and you really don't like any of them because you feel they're stealing your thunder and your views because you're an aggressive, selfish narcissist.
It makes no difference. There is a lot. At least 10.
At least 10? 10 now?
And in the main, they do a...
Big ups, I'll drop the Discord link. It might, I will shout out, Sarah does a really good job of modding. She does a really good job of modding, but we will collect through today and tomorrow a few idiots. So they will be modded out. The thing about Discord is, you're going to be a bit more obvious who you are. So I would suggest to those that consider joining the Discord to corrupt or disrupt to be very fucking careful because Discord and... I've got friends who are higher up at Discord. I've been talking to people who are higher up at Twitch. This is a social media company with people that exist that you can talk to. It's not like YouTube with a big, faceless corporation. So I would be careful about the way you behave on Discord. I'll just say that. But if anyone's wanting to join our Discord, absolutely. We're a wonderful community, and you can find a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff. Mental health support, all sorts. Discord link is in the chat.
Their job, they read something like, it makes no difference. There is a lot, at least 10. And in the main, they do a fair job. They read something on Google or they read something in the paper and they bring it to you. So
this is Alan, right? He said they're doing a fair job in the main, they're good. And what he's doing is he's demeaning them. They don't do their own research. They just read something in the paper and say it on the... They just read something on Google and say it. That's what Alan does. Alan doesn't even pretend. He puts the fucking news on and it watches it while you watch it. Alan just... you've seen him do an episode where he said, I'm just reading this for the first time ever about legal information off the screen. That's what Alan does. He's projecting it back on them and he's trying to make out like, oh, you know what? I'm nice to you. Look, I don't mind that you read stuff out on the news. You're doing a good job, really. Pat, pat, pat on the head. Demeaning. This is narcissistic gaslighting. This is manipulation. This is the language of an abuser.
they repeat what they've read, which is fine. No danger. But my God, have they got in murky waters today? I don't know how to put this, and I'm not being critical. I'm trying to help.
Okay, you're not being critical, but you just said that their channels were so good that they read stuff out on the newspaper, and that's fine. You and I both know, right? Tell me now in chat, do you see this? Do you know what I'm talking? Are you that naive that someone would say to you, "Oh, you're doing a good job. Well done for reading it out off the paper. Your channel will get there one day." Do you think that's being condescending or what? Like, he can't help it. He can't help it. But you can see it because you're not fucking naive to that. If someone said to you at work, "Oh, good job. You know, maybe one day you'll be able to make the coffee properly, love. These nice ladies, they do a good job making the tea, but okay, they don't get the sugar right. But, you know, one day you'll be able to stir it." Like, fuck you. You're the worst on the internet, Alan. You take other people's... You don't even read the news. You watch a YouTube video and report on it. You go in the Facebook groups and report on it. Alan, you're fucking useless, and you're projecting that back on the new channels to try and slay them and poke them down and say they're not very good. Patronising arsehole. Well done, Sarah. Patronising, yeah. Talking down to people. It's his position as a narcissist. He doesn't even realise he's doing that. He thinks that's clever manipulation. This is the level we're at, so it's not hard to see through his bollocks.
I don't
Look at the top of his head. I can see through his bollocks like I can see through his hair.
put this, and I'm not being critical. I'm trying to help. I'm on your side. I want you to survive as channels.
You want them to survive as channels. Survive? Survive what? The culling? I'm helping people grow. I'm putting them on my show. I'm saying this is Rustic Rach. I'm saying this is Eddie's Vinyl Break. I'm saying they're good people. I'm saying I discovered these videos through this channel. So, change their name to Addendum. You know, I'm supportive of them, even if they're negative about me sometimes. Not negative, but critical. You know, they've got their point to make and they think, "Oh, Scotty Hottie might have gone a bit far here," or "I think this about it." Fine, I don't care. I still like you. In fact, the reason that I listen to your critique is because I like you. If Eddie said anything about me negative, ever, I'd welcome it because it's good quality, constructive criticism that I should listen to from a good, honest person that I can trust. If Alan says it, it's a cunt trying to take me down. What's he doing here?
Cool. I'm trying to help.
Trying to help.
I'm on your side.
He's on your side. This is the direct manipulation of a narcissist gaslighter. This is what the sort of thing abusive people say to people. When you're crying and you're upset. Listen, it's not me. I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you. You stupid woman.
I want you to survive as channels.
To survive. And then he looks up.
Your side. I want you to survive as channels.
He looks down at his notes while he's saying this because he's pre-planned this. Heavy manipulation, pre-planned it. And then he looks up, look, watch. To sort of check, are they buying this? This is him playing poker. Looking down at his hand, looking up at you. Look at the pathetic moron.
So,
And don't tell me, yeah, in chat someone said about, you know, he not only does he commit fraud, he abuses women after. Oh, I've got more than he thinks. You know, I've got simple things that have already been out there, like we've got testimony of people who have been emotionally abused by Alan. They're in bits. But we'll get to that. That's not even coming. Like, you know, we've got step by step. You know, I think tomorrow's the be all and end all. Tomorrow's the opening of the floodgates, mate.
I need to show you something first so I get your attention. I'm talking to the new channels.
So what did he say? I need to show something to get your attention. What did I say his video is about? Getting my attention. Using the same content as me with the same thing so that Scotty Hottie would listen. Oh, he got my attention, yeah. But I'll tell you what he didn't do. He didn't get my egg. I'm rising my energy here. I'm bringing up the energy. But I can calm it down. I could just turn this off. I can go chill. It's all good in the hoods. Play Genshin Impact. I'm in control of my emotions. I'm in control of myself. And I'm far more in control than Angry Alan can ever be. He's afraid of me. I'm in control. I'm not flying off the handle angry reacting, not like somebody. I can bring my energy up to meet the challenge. You've got nothing on me, Alan.
So I need to show you something first so I get your attention. I'm talking to the new channels.
He's talking to the new channels and gritting his teeth and grinding his teeth
No
here.
idea what trouble you can get in on YouTube.
Did you see this? You've got no idea what trouble you can get in. Look at this little smile he does, his little cheeky tiptoe around the tulip smile. Isn't it? It's his little cheeky smile when he's doing something. He's doing something. His little cheeky smile. You've got no idea what trouble you can get into on YouTube. So, I will propose. We talked about it yesterday. There's a Facebook post. There were people in my chat asking me to look at it. And I was like, who are these random new people? Sid Sophos spotted it. We've got a few nutters in chat. They were like, watch this, check out this post, check out the post. They really wanted me to look at this Facebook post on my show. Why do they want to do that? I said, didn't I? It's a load of bollocks. If you believe that, you're a knobhead. Forget it, right? Just forget it. It's a load of bollocks. What could possibly be the case? Could it possibly be, right? Could it possibly, I'll suggest this as a concept and we'll see if it holds water. Armchair detectiving. We'll do some armchair detectiving. Could it be, and I said it yesterday, the people who post those posts have got an iron in the fire. You don't get some randomo who wakes up on the morning, right, what should I do today? Well, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come home, walk the dog. Oh, I'll make a troll post about Nicola Bulley. Why would you do that? I don't know. Fucking something to do, innit? People don't do that. People who don't do that, right? I'll tell you who does this sort of shit. People who got an iron in the fire. Could be Paul Ansell. I think he murdered Nicola. Could be Emma White. I think she's in it and murdered Nicola. So it could be them, couldn't it? Why do I think that? Because of the extensive work I've done on their body language analysis, right? I'm allowed to say and think what I want. Don't care. Thank you very much. €2. Thank you very much. Save the horses for the slaughter. Asia. Yeah. God, I'm big on the... And like, don't get me started on that, while I'm in this frame of mind. Because, yeah, I'm big on the love of horses and making sure they don't have to be worked all their life and then put to slaughter. Yeah, big ups. The aspect here is that if you're going to put a post about the Nicola Bulley stuff on these Facebook places that you visit with a fake account already, the reason you would do it is to create a smoke screen so that people can't see the truth. It's too late for that. We're doing the inquest in 2 days. You could do it to create a story that you can then report on in your content. So if I'm bored for something to say on my YouTube today, I can make a weird Facebook post and say, oh, have you seen this on Facebook? I'm going to throw someone's name in the hat again who people get eggy about, but Penny Bunnis, right, talking about things on Facebook. Cheesy True Crime, same thing. I've got this CCTV now, I've got a big episode. Did you doc to that? Oh, probably not, no. Did you write that Facebook post? No, I didn't. But it helps me because I've got this episode that I'm prepared to do. So it could be someone like that. I'm not saying Penny Bunnis is doing that. I'm saying that she reads stuff off Facebook and reports it. So if your channel is doing well off that, then you might want more Facebook stuff to report. Alan does the same thing, doesn't he? Christ, we've seen him in all those Facebook groups. The people that ran the Madeleine McCann Facebook groups, they were telling me that he was taking their content. So Alan's been known to do that. There's one other person in this whole mix who could be doing that. It's Alan! We just caught him out on Rustic Rach's channel doing the gaslighting, saying bad things about you and then doing the nice comment. Rach thought her troll was dyslexic. These pieces are falling into place. It's what we call circumstantial evidence. If I haven't got enough solid evidence, I can present circumstantial evidence. And I can't say Alan definitely made that post. Not until I follow it through a little further. But I can say Alan makes fake Facebook posts. Alan seeks to benefit from this fake Facebook post. Alan is the sort of person that's talking all these bollocks about the Nicola Bulley stuff. Alan has been in these other communities before with his fake posts and his fake accounts. It sounds like it might be Alan. Someone in chat said the post had dyslexia spelling mistakes. It sounds like it might be Alan. I haven't seen the post myself. I don't exactly know what it says. Don't need to. It sounds like it might be Alan, right? So we got that as a premise. Now Alan's going to explain to you about why it was him by mistake. He's going to accidentally explain his own motive for posting. The man is incredible. He's so narcissistic, he believes he can't be caught by his own bollocks. I've got him by the bollocks. The other day he said he had all us gang stalkers in a bag. Alan, I've got you by your fucking sack. You don't even know.
On YouTube. I do. I've been doing it 5 years. You have no idea what trouble you can get in on YouTube. I do. I've been doing it 5 years.
And in that time, you've been taken down, sued, to take down all your videos. You've said defamation, malicious communication. You're all of that. So you know all about the bad stuff because you've been doing it and you've been subject to the vengeful wrath of the innocent scorned.
On YouTube.
Evian, this is not a grift. Today, this is something special. Today, this is emotional and psychological manipulation in order to push people off the pot, to manipulate them, and to... He was trying to set a trap for people. He wanted me to fall into it. People were in my chat saying, go and look at this thing, go and look at this thing. The fucking idiot. He thought he'd try... That's why, I tell you what, that's why he's framed this as well about the women. Because if he mentions the super chuffer, if he's so scared of the super chuffer, he's saying it's about women, so I can't even be in the box. Get fucking real, Alan. You ain't trapping me.
I do. I've been doing it 5 years. I'm here to help you. And I'm going to do it with words.
Okay, one thing I will say then, I'm just going to quickly say this in chat. LOL Factory. If you say any more about leaving Alan alone, you're on a timeout now. You're on a 30 seconds, whatever. You're on the timeout. I will time you out. You're not literally timed out, but I will time you out next, and then I will block you because you've had your opinion now. You've said leave him alone. I've told you I'm not going to fucking leave him alone. So what do you want to do? The next step is we go outside and we talk about it out there. We're on the internet, so we're not doing that, are we? So the next step is I either tell you to stop and you stop, or you block. Freedom of speech. You've had your freedom. Oh, come on, Alan, freedom of speech. Get off your fucking high horse. You've said it. You're free to say it. You've said it. It's the going on. It's the being a dickhead. Don't. I've given you a warning. Accept it, fight back, get out. Your choices. Deal with your own choices. If you're in the pub and you were telling me, and I was saying this, and you were telling me, stop saying it, stop saying it, stop saying it, you'd be outside.
And proof. Now, a lot of you are aware of a guy called Curtis Media. He's been taken down.
See Alan's jerky internet. Alan's jerky 480p internet. Now we're on to Curtis Media.
Now, a lot of you are aware of a guy called Curtis Media. He's been taken down and he's had his videos removed and he's been arrested twice and he's on...
So he's getting this wrong. He hasn't had his videos removed. He's removed his own videos because of the injunction against him by the police, the arrest. But he's going to fight that. He's going to sue them.
Bail. You know him as Curtis Media. He's deep doo-doo.
This is the threat Alan is holding above these smaller channels, these women like Rustic Rach, these truth finders. This is the threat Alan is holding up to them, that the police will come round and arrest you. No, they fucking won't. You've not been up there like Curtis Media, day 1, day 10, day 20, day 30. You've not been doing the things he's been doing. You've not been filming the police. You've not been putting all this stuff on the internet. You didn't put a video up that said that it proves that these people were involved. You haven't done all this. You haven't caused the thorn in the side that they felt. You are not, your car is not on their register, so when you go past the lights, it flags up where you are. You're not in the same trouble as Curtis Media. Like, we're not going to discuss Curtis Media here. I feel like he deserves his own episode. I was going to have him on for an interview way back, but then the police stuff started. You know, maybe there's something in that in the future, but I will not accept that Alan is holding the trouble that Curtis is in over other YouTube channels as a threat. This is unacceptable, Alan.
What you girls have been doing today is worse than what he's done. I'll explain that in a minute. So this is where you could end up, in the Daily Mail. TikToker arrested for sharing footage of Nicola Bulley's body being pulled out the river.
Alan's been in the paper a number of times, hasn't he? And not to praise him,
Says he's
to bury
suing
him.
the police for being held and talking to villagers, right? This is the Daily Mail yesterday.
Alan's been in his local paper for the businesses,
Very
the failed
important you listen to
businesses.
me, guys. Curtis Arnold is his name. So he was arrested, as you know, and all his videos have been removed.
They've not all been removed.
34 arrested the 18th of June after
I
cops.
couldn't be happier.
That Lisa sent tippies. Props, Scotty. Pass the suke pan the left-hand side. Give it some welly.
Big ups.
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what I do need to do. I need to make this point and get through it, and then we're going to switch over to the Super Chuff channel and do the police stuff. I'm going to calm down there and do the serious stuff for the police stuff. So I need to make sure that I try and get through this. I'm not going to be watching his whole episode, of course. I'm really focusing on this gaslighting and manipulation that he's been doing at the start. So that's the focus of now. So this bit is annoying me because what Alan is doing here is he is reading the newspaper to you, which is what he just said those other channels did, which was all right. It's not bad. It's okay because he's doing it now. How far into a 3-minute bit can you fucking be so much of a hypocrite? How can you be so hypocritical?
What his car and this, and Mike was on work because he went back there again, which is no problem. He's allowed to drive there, right? The YouTuber had been driving to Blackpool to film a thunderstorm before traffic cops pulled him over and telling him.
And what a pathetic coward, which is no problem. He's meant to be. He's okay to be there, right? Alan's not going to have a pop at Curtis. He's not. He's like, Alan's been careful about how he has a pop at people because he's careful, because he's scared and feels vulnerable.
Hailing him for a few miles. So he was going to Blackpool.
And Alan's the one that's been doing all this fucking horrible shit on the internet. Curtis has been filming these videos and just like putting them up. Alan's been saying horrible shit. Alan's been doing it for years. He's been like, what happened with the Chris Watts stuff? Jesus, Alan. Pot kettle black.
And look, his face is in the Daily Mail. I don't want any of you in the Daily Mail.
Oh, you will be in the Daily Mail, Alan is threatening you with now.
I don't want you to be there in his shoes as the next.
But he's
one
twisting the threat to make it sound like he's got your best interests at heart because he's a manipulative gaslighter.
Don't become the next one in line, girls.
Girls. Now you're not women anymore, ladies, you're girls now.
He confirmed his arrest. He's now been banned from entering the county even. He can't even enter the county.
Can't even get your YouTube sorted so that you can listen to you talking, can you, Alan, with all your glitches?
He's made a big mistake by going there again and again. He doesn't see what he's done wrong, which is fine.
How do you know what he sees and doesn't see?
Because he's very amiable and he talks well. I have a civil case against Lancashire Police, and last time on lawful arrest, this is no different. They arrested me to keep me away from the inquest. Well, it wasn't the day of the inquest, and he wasn't going to Preston. He was going to St Michael and Weir. Now, we all saw him filming the body being pulled from the river.
You saw the film of. You didn't see him filming it. You saw the film he put up.
That is his downfall.
You broadcast it on your channel, Alan.
So you understand that's going to be Malicious Communications Act and all sorts of things.
No, it's not. Broadcasting the police fishing a body out of the river is not the Malicious Communications Act. Alan does not know the law.
It's going to get that thrown at him, right? You ladies repeating what Mr. Anonymous is saying, you're putting yourself in the same firing line.
Mr. Anonymous?
Repeating what Mr. Anonymous is saying.
Who's Mr. Anonymous?
Right? You ladies repeating what Mr. Anonymous is saying, you're putting yourself in the same firing line.
Oh, here we go. Here's the, set up and trap. So Mr. Anonymous, now it's a man that was posting on Facebook anonymously. Alan knows it's a man intrinsically. Mr. Anonymous. There's a lot of ladies involved. He's talking to the ladies. Ladies are in the conversation. It's Mr. Anonymous. Go ahead.
In fact, it's worse. He made several videos about her disappearance and has been ordered not to create any more content about her. That stuff you've been reporting today, you could well get a knock on your door and be told never to make another film on Nicola Bulley again. I'm on your side.
Bollocks. You can get a knock at the door. The police are going to come and tell you to stop making videos about Nicola Bulley because you reported an anonymous Facebook post which was full of bollocks. You can be told to cease and desist, not by the police. This is a civil matter. By the police, by the people you offend, the defamation. You can be told that you can't, the police are not going to knock at your door. You're not doing what the Curtis Media did. The police are not. If they would be at Alan's door.
I'm trying to help you.
He's reported so much bollocks and misinformation.
You guys put this up today. You need to take it down before the press are allowed to speak again on Monday.
You've got to take it down. Alan's going to bully these smaller channels now. He's set them up. He's made them feel worried and scared, and now he's going to bully them into taking their content down. Content that he, in my opinion, was the one to instigate by posting that Facebook post, Mr. Anonymous, on Facebook.
At the moment, there's a blanket
He set them up.
silence from the media. If you leave up these accusations after the inquest, they're going to come for you. Please listen to what I'm saying. I'm speaking from experience. I've had problems with these sort of people before in America.
Yeah, see, there you go. I'm speaking from experience. I've had problems with this from America. That's what I mean, isn't it? Alan's got his own problems, and he wants to make you feel that you're under the same threat as him. But you haven't done those years and years of horrible, emotional, traumatic abuse to these people. You've just put up a video reacting to something off Facebook that probably Alan posted in the first place. And if it turns out to have been him and we follow that up and it's him, oh no. Well, he's equally liable then because he's promoting it in Facebook, which is a public forum. So
You must stick to your opinion on the evidence that's out there.
You must stick to your opinion.
To your opinion.
Alan doesn't have his own opinions. Opinions are like arseholes. Alan's got his nose up everyone else's.
On what you see. You can say the CCTV footage has been doctored because you see it can and you can prove it.
You
But
can't prove it, Alan, Mr. Metaplonker. You think that metadata, encrypted metadata, is words written on a thing that say Jizzy True Crime? You can't prove anything because you're a fucking idiot.
Accusations to Paul and Emma, you're giving them carte blanche to sue you and take you off YouTube.
Am I? I'm not. I've been saying about Paul and Emma.
Again, I couldn't be happier. Swish, and then
Grandmaster Sid Sophos sent
Big
tippies. Legend Genetic Code in the house.
Big ups, Genetic Code.
Best channel that's called out this liar. And Scott the new kid on the block.
Big ups to the whole crew, isn't
Super
it?
Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
The gang stalkers who actually aren't, like, you know, aren't that connected in any way, shape or form, but also shouting out Martin Dean and Truth Justice and Val and, you know, list goes on, doesn't it? Lizzie, you know, there's a lot of people who Alan has made angry through his disgusting behaviour over the years. You know, and it's just par for the course that new people turn up like Eddie and me and we see straight through him and we're on him because he's a fucking horrible, nasty piece of slime.
It's no good you saying you're just repeating what Anonymous said because you're repeating it might incite hatred against Paul and Emma.
Might incite hatred against Paul and Emma. I've said I think Paul done a murder. I've said I think Emma on a work meeting, you know, is in. I've said all that. I'm not scared of it. It's my opinion. I fucking drew it out from their testimony. Now Alan's saying to these other channels,
Because you're repeating it might incite hatred.
Might incite hatred. Now this is a crux. Remember when he said, they're saying, and this is the people in chat, you know, Genetic Code, people like this will know exactly what I'm talking about. I sound pissed off. Yeah, Genetic Code, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Calm, relaxing Genshin Impact music, look. People in chat. People in chat will know exactly what I'm talking about. People like Genetic Code will know exactly what I'm talking about. I can be very calm. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm rising my energy to deliver.
Sue you and take you off YouTube. It's no good you saying you're just repeating what Anonymous said because you're repeating it might incite hatred against Paul and Emma.
When he talks about inciting hatred, the other day Alan went on a rant. We've got the clips. Alan went on a rant to say the gang stalkers were ganging up against him. You're right, Dougie. You're right. It's all right. In that rant, Alan said that they were inciting hatred against him. And he was scared because they could say one more thing and it might get him killed. You remember it. I remember it. It's on our episodes. Alan thinks, in his mind, his words, people are going to say that he's been selling children like pizza to America. He said something about having a young girl trapped in his house? He said that we would say that about him and that things like that could get him killed. Incitement for hatred. This is Alan's own insecurity about his own position that he's trying to push onto other people. The idea that the words you state about Paul and Emma could incite hatred and that could be the legal definition for you to be taken down in some way is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. Me describing my beliefs about their motivations and their movements surrounding Nicola Bulley's murder is not an incitement for hatred. If I were to come on and say, oh, those bad Jews.
I couldn't be happier.
Big ups to the
Emma
tips.
White sent tippies. Let's all chill out at my place with a game of Cluedo. Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
It's raining again.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Emma White.
Gail sent tippies. I am sorry I got upset with the nastiness and threats to you, Scott. I've had a ciggy and calmed down now. I am going to watch the rest of this knowing I have done what I needed to by calling those nasty mimps out. X Super
Big
Chopper
ups.
owes 3
We're the
hugs.
mimps, aren't we? Yeah, everyone chill. Like, I raise my energy. I'll raise it again now. Like, I can calm it. I'm in control of my energy. You can't go into a fight. You can't discipline someone else if you yourself have lost your discipline. I'm a trained martial artist. I'm not some karate kid. I went to the World Championships for fencing, and my coach was a major in the army. I understand combat. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm chill. But I will raise my energy again because I like it. I'm enjoying it. So you will all know that Alan was scared that we were going, like this exact thing he said about inciting hatred is the thing that Alan fears about the people that are creating the videos about him. He even over-egged the pudding. Well, so over-egged the pudding. He went from we're saying these things about him to we're going to suggest that he was in some, you know, you remember him saying it, I just said it then, gang stalkers. They say that I'm selling children like pizza to America. And I remember at the time saying that sounds fucking ridiculous. I don't remember saying that. Why have you elevated it to this next level, Alan? I remember at the time thinking that.
You're not going to do anything, but people watching your film.
It's that again. Pete, you're not going to do anything, but someone else is going to come out and hurt me. It's the same thing as he said about himself, isn't it? They're going to come out and hurt me. You might not come out and hurt me. Someone else or some nutter watching your stuff will come and hurt me. If you think someone is so motivated to go and hurt you, Alan, that I can incite them through my YouTube channel, it's ridiculous. They're already motivated. I'm the one that's saying this stuff, so maybe it's me that should be motivated to come and hurt you. This is the hurt I am doing to you. This is it. You want this to stop. Who knows what other people might feel to do in their own choices? Well, that's up to them, I suppose. It's not up to me, and it's not because of what I'm saying. And these people are not responsible for anything to do with Paul and Emma or anything because they read somebody's anonymous Facebook post.
We'll start mailing Emma and Paul on what you've said. Evidently you did this, evidently you did that. I'm not going to read it out. I refuse to read it out. It's on a Facebook group. I refuse to read one word of it. Because I know the damage. I've been trolled.
Doing this
Very
facelessly.
important that you don't spread rumours.
Because it's hard for him to lie face to face all the time. He needs to be off camera for some of it.
Anyway, police only asked him to stop from attending the inquest. But you see what's happening here. The police have obviously come down hard on him, and they're letting the mail. He's like the tallest poppy. He's getting it.
Tallest poppy, the exact language that Alan used about himself. The reason they want to cut me down is because I'm the tallest poppy. He has this inflated sense of ego, this sense of narcissism, that he's got the biggest, the best. He's not. He's not the biggest true crime channel. He's nowhere near the best. He's got a lot of subscribers. None of them are coming to watch his stuff. So that looks bad, not good. He's not the tallest poppy. He's a feeble nettle on the fringes. And I'm going to pick him. I don't care how stingy. I rub the fucking stinger all over me. I don't care. I am the sting. I am the mower. If you are a big tree, then I'm a small axe. Chopper ready, coming to chop you down, cutting to cut you down. Gridlock man. If you're a big tree, I'm a small axe.
Malicious communications offence. That's what you're doing today. And you're opening yourself to arrest. I'm telling you that now, in the politest way possible. Now, Curtis is a barber, and it's a shock, like a genuine shock.
Alan's reading the mainstream media to you.
Agenda, no sort of thing where I've been stalking.
Alan's reading the Daily Mail to you on his channel.
But he did
Skip. Please, can we skip, Alan?
By going back.
Skip.
My God, you have no idea. You honestly
Look at his
don't.
bad internet. Look how bad his internet is. Or how can you be online all these years, take all this money from people, and not fix your fucking setup? That's just a buy thing.
Why have you done it? Why have you done it so close to the inquest?
Because you put a thing on Facebook, and my guess is the anonymous poster is Alan, because we know he's got anonymous postings. We know he's got an anonymous account.
Sarah G sent tippies.
Big up, Sarah G.
Narcissists suck the life out
They
of you
certainly
and
do.
leave you a shell. Keep up the good work, Scotty.
Yeah.
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
And you know, narcissists are the worst kind of bully as well, because when they stand up to, when they, you know, put it out there, in the real world, people like me stand up to them and say, you fucking narcissist prick, stop bullying that woman. Stop bullying your partner.
God sent tippies. Don't worry about getting eggy, Scott. Narcs do
No.
that to you.
I'm not eggy.
Try 18 years of it. Big loves, Chuffer Red Heart Hash.
I understand.
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
They will not stand up to the people in the real world, these narcs. They need people they can manipulate and bully because they're cowards. They don't do it to everyone. The minute you stand up to, like, not, I know this is not the case if you're in the position and you're the one being manipulated and bullied at home. You find it difficult to stand up to them because they, like, you know, dominate in that situation. But in the real world, they don't dominate. That's why they have to do it at home, behind closed doors. I wonder what goes on behind closed doors, Alan. Yes,
You're in
Frankie
England.
Love. Bob
Malicious
Marley lyrics.
Communication Act.
If you're a big tree, I'm a
Social
small
media.
axe.
Please listen to AD. I've been on this route 5.
He's seen this before because he's being sued. But he's going to try and use the fact that he's being sued against other channels to try and shut them down during the Nicola Bulley inquest because he's afraid they're going to steal his thunder and his view count.
years. 2 years imprisonment. Honestly. And here's what you can't do, okay? Sends or causes via public communication network communications that are grossly offensive or menacing in character. Well, that anonymous is the most menacing post I've seen for a long time.
I
that's
think you
been spread
posted
on
it.
YouTube.
I
It's
think you posted
disgusting.
it, Alan. I think you posted it. The other thing that I wanted to quickly point out is he laughs when he tells the lie.
And here's what you can't do, okay? Honestly. And here's what you can't do.
Honestly, who would say something and then laugh and say honestly and expect you to believe it?
Honestly. And here's what you can't do, okay? Sends or causes via public communication network communications that are grossly offensive or menacing in character. Well, that anonymous is the most menacing post I've seen for a long time.
I haven't seen it because I'm not in the Facebook groups because I don't really care for these Facebook groups. But Alan has obviously seen it because Alan is in the Facebook groups. Those Facebook groups you will be able to go and check don't have Alan in them. So how has Alan seen it? Because he's got a fake account in the Facebook groups.
That's been spread on YouTube. It's disgusting. And the only reason he's put it up because he's called himself anonymous. Don't you know that? You've been set up.
You've been set up.
Set up and you've all
Set.
bit.
Set up. Now, Alan is not saying this is an anonymous troll who just wants to cause trouble. Alan is not saying this is an anonymous troll who's on behalf of Paul and Emma. He's not saying he's an anonymous troll on behalf of the other side of the story. Or it could be the police, or it could be the Masons, or it could be the PSYOPs. He's not. He's sure you've been set up. How can he be so sure? He's got all this prepared. Alan wanted me to be set up. The people came in my chat and told me to watch the video, told me to get it on the screen, go to the Facebook group. I refused. He wanted to set me up in a little trap. It's not just these. Do you think Alan just was concerned about these newer females? Or do you think it includes everyone else? Do you think the trap has been laid? Coming up to the Nicola Bulley inquest, what's Alan doing behind the scenes? He's scared about what we're doing. We've gone quiet on him for a couple of weeks. He knows something's coming. The storm is brewing. I've told you outright now. What do you think he's doing? Well, I'll brew my own storm. I'll lay my own trap, won't I? I'm Alan the clever, Alan the detective, Alan the poker player. I'll lay them all a trap. And then when it comes to the Nicola Bulley inquest, they'll all be in the shit. They'll have broadcast all this nonsense and I can get them all taken down. And then I'm the only one in the field. Forget being the biggest poppy, be the only poppy. Then they have to watch me. It's people like Eddie's vinyl break got pushed off the pot. I stopped making content about Nicola Bulley for a couple of weeks. Not only because I don't want to be a fucking tragedy porn channel, Not only because of that, but also because we all realise Alan steals our content. So if we don't do any, we watch and he can't do anything. And then he goes back over our old content and looks stupid. It's a bit of a game, but ultimately pushing us off the content, isn't it? Pushing it. This is Alan's modus operandi. Alan is explaining his own modus operandi, and he's sure that whoever's doing this anonymous Facebook post has the same modus operandi as Alan. How can you be so stupid, Alan?
You fell for it, and it's too late now.
You fell for it.
You can't just read stuff out on YouTube and think it's okay.
And now this is a threat to me because he's scared about what's going to happen tomorrow. He wants me to worry about this the day before our big video drops. He thinks, well, you know, they're probably going to say something. They probably haven't got this. They're probably just inferring that. Scared.
I've been sent loads of this stuff for 5 months. I haven't read one of them out. Do you think I sit here reading out Facebook posts from anonymous people? I expect to get closed down.
I expect you make the Facebook post, Alan.
It's all there. If you read it, look it up yourselves.
What? They're giving you kisses. Ooh.
Making use of a public communication network for its purpose of annoying, inconveniencing, or needlessly anxiety to another person.
Isn't that what you're being sued for by the Rusex, or am I tripping there, or is that just defamation?
You think that this anonymous post will make Paul Ansell anxious? If you were Paul Ansell and you watched your videos today, do you think you would be happy about it when it's signed by Anonymous?
What? It's irrelevant. The inquest is nothing to do with whether Paul Ansell's going to get caught by the police or anything like that. The inquest is not a police operation, so the inquest is not going to, you know, like releasing information about Paul Ansell the day before the inquest. Oh my God, that could go in the inquest and it could change. No.
I couldn't be happier.
Lizabelle 46 cent tippies. With you all the way, Scott.
Big ups.
Super Chuffer owes 10 hugs.
Thank you, Lizabelle. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you something else. Alan's going on about all this bollocks, yeah? I'll tell you where the real battle is being fought is in the hearts and minds of those that view the content. You, the audience. I'm not trying to twist your arm or like coax you into my way of belief or threaten you with a thing and then say you should shut your videos down or any of that. You know, I'm good with Eddie's Final Break. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with other people on the internet. I've got a completely separate community of people that I have lots and lots of fun with making videos called the Detractor community. I'm good with people. I don't have this trail of failed relationships in my life. I don't have everyone I meet accuses me of stealing their content. I don't have all that. You are sensible, intelligent people. I will present things to you and show you my way of thinking. I will explain it all and leave it up to you to decide what you think. You know? That's the thing. Alan's trying to threaten people with the detail and letter of a pedantic law about fuck that. Right? What do you know in your heart to be true? What do you believe despite not having the very fact and the video showing it you happening? Imagine you're on the jury in these cases and they don't have the video of the offence, but they've got the testimony of the people involved and you got to decide who to believe. Alan versus the internet.
It's raining again. I couldn't be happier.
Grandmaster Sid Sophos sent tippies. Scott tippies for your lovely cat. My cat's called Old Capone.
Is that because he sleeps with the fishies?
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
Is that because he sleeps with fishies? Sorry. Do you know what I mean? I've got some fishy toys for my cat. They're like little fishies it plays with. And it sleeps with them sometimes. It's a good joke.
Because that's what you've done. Please don't do it anymore.
Please don't do it. You're pleading with them. Please don't do it anymore.
Take it down. You can't hide by saying, well, I never said it.
You do. You take things down off your channel. You delete them. You pretend you never said it. The exact thing you said about the video you made about me and other people was that I didn't make a video about other people. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I never took that content. I didn't upload that. I haven't said it. I deleted it out of the live at the end so you can't see it. Come away.
You can't hide behind saying
his little eyes. It's so obvious. Look at his little tells. Look at his face. He knows exactly what he's thinking here. You can't hide behind you didn't say it. And at the same time thinking, I've shown them this shit on this exact screen. I hope I don't open the wrong window today.
You can't hide behind saying I
Look at his little face.
never said it. It was someone else, and I've just repeated it. Oh, Lord.
This is all an act. Oh, God. This is an act. This part of it is an act. And he's acting, oh, God, so he can take a glance at his notes. He's a transparently bad actor.
In the nicest way, ladies.
Alan is a bad
You've made a big
actor.
mistake. You've been fed this stuff. No doubt it's sent to you by well-wishers. Oh, have you seen this on Facebook?
Yeah, because you control accounts of fake people who pretend to be well-wishers.
It says, I'm not even going to repeat what it says. It's disgusting. And you've read
Accounts
it out
like Essex Boys Outlaw.
to the public of the world. Did you ever see, like, BBC reading something like that out? Or Sky reading that out, right?
You hate Sky News. You think they told the fucking lies about Nicola Bulley, but you broadcast their content all the fucking time.
Or a newspaper printing it. Who's it from? Oh, Anonymous. Anonymous. You've been set up.
By you. I would assert.
The inquest is coming down the track fast. And what you've done now is that you've given mainstream media an excuse to bash us, social media, over the head.
To bash us. To bash us. He means that we're all in it together. We're not. Alan, you give people the mechanism to bash the rest of us in the true crime truther space by talking a load of shit all the time. You're the worst person out of all of them, Alan. You're the worst person.
The police will say, do you see what they're writing over the weekend, just before the inquest? They're blaming X and Y.
So this is a manipulation, isn't it? To make you behave the way he wants you to behave. The mainstream media will do this. Imagine you're at home and you're having to listen to this sort of behaviour about the things and choices in your life. This is narcissism. This is abuse.
You're blaming X and Y days before the inquest. Publicly. You understand?
Yeah. Angry. Can't keep the mask up.
Publicly. You understand?
Like we've got clips of him saying stupid women. You understand? You Google grannies. He thinks these smaller channels are thick and he can manipulate them, control them, lure them into his trap and manipulate them because he thinks he's smarter. He's not smarter than the super chuffer.
Days before the inquest. Publicly. You understand? I might be very exciting. Oh, I've got an exclusive. I've found this, or this man said to me.
I'm
when he submitted
first.
to the police. Did he? People do lie.
You do.
You can never print something without a source. If you got a source, you can blame the source. If
No,
you got
it's not blame the source. You're still liable for the publication of the information. You idiot.
anonymous, you have no right to read it out.
Except you've got loads of stuff that comes from you anonymously that you read out on your channel all the time.
The police go on a field day with that. I don't think I need to say any more on that subject. I've made myself clear. I won't be repeating it, and I never will be reading out anonymous letters. I don't hide behind a false name.
Yes, you do.
If I've got some accusations to make, I will make them in my name.
No, you don't. That's absolute bollocks. The reason is because, number one, he hasn't got any what accusations has Alan got to make about anybody? Like, with truth be my sword, and hang on, I'll quickly do this for you. I've known this since I was a kid. When a knight won his spurs in the stories of old, he was gentle and brave, he was gallant and bold. With a shield on his arm and a lance in his hand, for God and for valour he rode through the land. No charger have I and no sword by my side, yet still to adventure and battle I'll ride. Though back into Storyland giants have fled, and the knights are no more and the dragons are dead. Let faith be my shield and let joy be my steed, against the dragons of anger, the ogres of greed. And let me set free with the sword of my youth, from the castle of darkness the power of truth. You can't win me with the stupid threats, accusations, because truth and valour. That would be my defence.
Anonymous's name. You have interfered with the King's inquest days before it starts.
No, you haven't. The inquest is already done. They're going to make the report. You're not interfering with the King's inquest.
I couldn't be more upset about this than anything.
What?
All you have to
You're upset because other people have got views and people think you're an arsehole.
do is keep quiet till after the inquest. Now Paul's going to go there and he can say legitimately, oh, only this weekend they were saying this about me and that about me.
Paul's not going to go to the inquest and say anything.
And he can say legitimately, oh, only this weekend they were
Like, they're not going to have him up on the... Is that your betting slips? What's that?
saying this
He's not going to have... Paul is not going to be up in the dock at the inquest.
about me and that about me. Unsubstantiated lies. And he can probably prove half of its lies. What have you done? You give him an open go.
For what? Weird manipulation.
I know you're new to the game. I know you're new. I understand that a lot of you are new. You've fallen
Condescension.
in a deadly trap.
A trap?
Venetian fly trap. You probably set up for
Sorry, what was that?
new. But you've fallen in a deadly trap. A Venetian fly trap.
A Venetian flytrap.
A lot of you are new. But you've fallen in a deadly trap. A Venetian fly trap.
A Venetian flytrap.
A lot of you are new. But you've fallen in a deadly trap. A Venetian fly trap.
A Venetian flytrap.
A lot of you are new.
The man's an arse.
But you've fallen in a deadly trap. A Venetian fly trap. You probably set up for. You don't even know it.
You probably set up for. You don't even know it. Why are you so sure about this, Alan? You've mentioned a setup several times. Look at his face while he lies.
I don't know.
While he
who set you up.
manipulates. While he
Somebody
acts.
on Facebook.
Look at this.
Set up for. You don't even know it. I don't know who set you up.
I don't know who set you up. Didn't you see me just catch him on that, right? Why were you saying it's a setup, Alan? Oh, I don't know. I don't know who set you up. I didn't say it was a setup. It could be anything. He realises his certainty about saying it's a setup makes him look like he's done the setup. So then he clarifies that with, I don't know who set you up. It wasn't me. I mean, how bad a liar can you get?
You're new. I understand that a lot of you are new. But you've fallen in a deadly trap. A Venetian fly trap. You probably set up for. You don't even know it. I don't know who set you up. Somebody on Facebook, I guess. I've had loads of emails today. Have you seen this breaking news? Someone on Facebook said XYZ did XYZ.
Is that an embedded confession? Absolutely yes. Well done, Lynn.
Yeah, sure. Right, moving on. I've said my piece. And I'm not doing this because I want to upset anybody. I'm doing this for your sake.
I'm doing it for your sake. You get back in that fucking kitchen. You stop your fucking stupid crying. I'm doing this for you. The language of the abuser.
I'm not doing this because I want to upset anybody. I'm doing this for your sake.
I had to hit you. It was your fault. The language I'm putting... I mean, that's a heavy thing that I've just said. I'm not saying that Alan has done that. I'm saying this is what narcissistic abusers and narcs do to their loved ones. They make them feel it's their fault. And they have to discipline them for your sake. I'm sorry you feel bad, but it's your own fault.
And I'm not doing this
Gaslighting.
because I want to upset anybody. I'm doing this for your sake. If you want to maintain a channel, you have to have a line that you can.
You're right, Lynn. Peter Hyatt's brilliant. Watching that work by Peter Hyatt inspired me to learn a lot more. Like that, I was already learning about body language and stuff but watching that stuff by Peter Hyatt, I was like, wow. You know, I didn't realise the textual analysis was so important as well as the body language.
For your sake. If you want to maintain a channel, you have to have a line that you can't cross.
Yeah, what's that line, you starey bollocks? It's the truth, isn't it, Alan? The line is the truth, isn't it? And for you, the truth is very mixed up in this whole thing. It's not just whether they're telling the truth or not. The line you can't cross, maintain a channel. It's all about this, isn't it, Alan? It's all about you and your channel and your little battle.
I know it's hard when you have something where someone makes accusations and the accusations fit in with your ideas.
Right, so we're coming to this. Someone's going to make accusations, and the accusations fit into your ideas, so you shouldn't believe them. What's going to happen tomorrow, Alan? Will people believe Super Chuffer about the things that get said tomorrow? Well, You shouldn't believe things that just fit into your ideas. You shouldn't believe the evidence that points a certain way.
Doesn't make it true.
Doesn't make it true.
I'm not friends with. I want to be
I'm not friends with. He said he's going to say I'm friends with. I'm not friends with.
friends with Nadia Fell. She's a big hero of mine.
She's a big hero. This is somebody on Facebook that Alan has not corroborated. I don't know who she. So apparently she's someone making posts about being Nicola's friend. I don't know that. I've never met the fucking woman. I don't know that.
my hero in St Michael's on Weir. She doesn't know me. I don't know her. I've never spoken to her. But
you just said you were his friend.
She's my boots on the ground, but she doesn't even know it.
Fucking hell, Alan. You mean you're stalking them on Facebook and she doesn't know it?
The public Facebook that we can see. She's the one that wrote saying that Nicola can stay at her house if she wants somewhere to stay.
What do I mean Monday? Tomorrow we're dropping a video about Alan. Monday is the Nicola Bulley inquest.
She applied for a ticket for the inquest. Going to be tough. We'll have to ask the police through witnesses going.
Skip in.
SGI.
Right, he's doing it right now. Okay, he's doing it right now. Live on his, this isn't a live video, but let me show you this. Let me show you this. On this, he's showing you his screen right now, isn't he? Yeah? And on the top right of this screen, you can see he's using Facebook. The URL is my URL at the top there, so don't worry about that. Look, that bit that says Armchair Detective on YouTube, that's my stuff, so forget that, we'll cut that off. This is his screen. He's on Facebook. These are the Facebook things he's got. Who's this at the top right? What Facebook account is this? Is this Alan Vinnicom's Facebook account? There's a picture there in the top right of his own profile picture. It looks like a dog lying down. What picture is that? This is Joe Lawson. Alan is using Facebook under the name Joe Lawson, with a picture of a dog. And that's not creepy or weird, is it? That's Alan just told you all today's pseudonym. Don't use pseudonyms. Don't go on fake Facebook. Say things to people's faces. I'm honest. He's showing you on the exact same video that he's on Facebook under a different account because he's a fucking idiot.
Peter Foley have no contact with HM Coroner. Not been requested at the. Pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah, Jackie, I saw all that stuff about Nikki and Nadia posted that tweet and all that, but I still don't know that this woman is who she says she is. I don't know her. I haven't verified it, and nor has Alan. He's just told you that. He doesn't know anything about it. He's just following a Facebook account. And he just told you can't report things on Facebook because if they're fact on the telly, or on the YouTube, because they don't. He hasn't verified it. None of you have. You take things to face value sometimes. All of us do. I don't in the Nicola Bulley case. If it was just someone's Facebook and you're saying this is Nadia, I'd be all right, it's Nadia. But because it's so important that we verify these facts and that this one hasn't been verified, I'm not going to report it as if it's fact. He just did. He just did the exact thing he told these other channels not to do. Do you understand the hypocrisy?
I'll find the second one.
If he's been and met Nadia, if he can see her passport, if he knows, he's not even a friend on Facebook. Look at his tongue. Look at this man. If you know your body language, and I don't want to reveal everything about Alan's body language all the time, but come on. Look at this man. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Okay, I've got another one. To clarify, questions from the press and the public who've been...
Again, showing us that he's using Facebook under a fake account. This is the account he's using Facebook under.
Inundating with public things. Are you going? Since leaving the scene...
No, Zinana, are you talking to me? Haters, right? Haters isn't about it. I don't have haters. Holding a disgusting, dirty, malicious, manipulative, narcissistic abuser to account on the internet. If you think I'm hating, you need your head checked.
February. SGI or Peter Folding have no contact with Leicester Constabulary.
I'm the Angels. Like there's a fight going on between good and evil, and I'm on the side of good. I'm clear, I'm honest, I'm open. It's me versus Alan, right? Who's on the side of good and who's on the side of evil? Who's been proven to have been manipulative, malicious, lying, failed businesses, treating his customers like they're pieces of shit, lying to them, can't own a business anymore, didn't do their taxes? You know, who do you think you are? Who do you think he is? And who do you think I am? You need to get your head read. Oh, it's his mod. Okay, wait. Okay, no worries. I don't want to be so mean to you. I don't want to be mean to you. It's important. I'm here for you. You know you're being manipulated and abused by this man. Underneath, deep down, you know it. You feel it. You know it. And when things come to light, I'm here for you. You've got a place here. You'll be welcome. If you want to be a mod, come and be here. We can make you mod privileges. You can get all the things you feel you need from his whatever it is he's offering you. I'm your daddy now. I'm your daddy now.
Not a word. You know that the police.
And this is all his bollocks.
To what I'm saying about this inquest.
So I'm not onto this anymore.
Why don't they want anything from this guy?
I'm not bothered about what he thinks about any of this crap because, let's be fair, right? Alan has shown us what an inept, bumbling buffoon he is regarding all this shit. Alan has no knowledge of anything criminal, or he's got no logic process. He thought that metadata, encrypted metadata, which if it's encrypted metadata, it can be on the screen now. You can't see it. It's in the detail of the pixels. And the computer reads the different shades of the pixel and comes out with values, and that translates into text. You can't see it. Alan thought you could see it like words, and that it'd be printed on there like a watermark. And the watermark was Jizzy True Crime. Alan is a buffoon. What we're doing today, and what we have done, is we're holding him to account because he has threatened, manipulated smaller channels, which he doesn't even watch, but he says he's helping. That's what we've been doing.
And
taking you back to it.
Dr. James.
Go back and watch it from the start.
Good evening.
The things that he's revealed about this manipulation are he believes it's a setup. He's sure it's a setup. It's not him doing the setup. And the person that did the setup is definitely a man. Alan categorically stated they were a man. But it's not him doing the setup. It's just some man that he is all over and was all over the story, and he knew it was happening and he was ready to report on it the next day. And like somehow it's all been drawn to Alan's attention that this has been going on, and that these channels, he doesn't watch the channels. Big up Snow Bunny. You can only hear his voice for so long before you get sick. Yeah, we're nearly finished with this. We're going to go over to the main channel and do the serious bit now. Please mods, run while you can. The Gilbert Walker series. Thank you for the $9.99. His mods are in a tough place. You know, they've been there for a long time, but there is a way out. There is a way out.
You know I'm called Alan. You know I'm the armchair detective. I don't hide behind anonymous or pseudonyms or alts or pretend I'm someone I'm not. I am who I am. Armchair detective and artist. Not a P artist, artist. How are you? Friday night. Well, a lot to get through tonight. I'm here mainly as a peacemaker and a helper to all those nice ladies that have decided to make YouTube channels and become creators since the Nicola Pulley case. And there's many of them here in England. I don't watch them, but people keep sending me their stuff by email. I won't say which ones I like or don't like. It makes no difference.
So you don't want to promote anybody then? You're not going to name anybody and help promote them?
There is a lot, at least 10.
Why don't you just fucking name them all? You're just trying to help them.
And in the main...
Thank you for the £1 super chat, Nosy Nana.
They do a fair job. They read something on Google or they read something in the paper and they bring it to you and they repeat what they've read, which is fine. No danger.
No, you just did that today on your show, though, of course, just after you'd said that it's a bad thing. Oh, it's fine, though. But you do that as part of your content, and you did it today. You brought up the Daily Mail about Curtis and read it out. Carry on.
But my God, have they got in murky waters today? I don't know how to put this, and I'm not being critical. I'm trying to help. I'm on your side. I want you to survive as channels.
Like, if you're an Alan fan and you've seen today that I proved him to be lying about this Facebook stuff, he just told you he doesn't use fake names, and I've got his fake account. And he told you that he doesn't use that fake account, and I've shown you on his own broadcast his own images of the fake account being open using Facebook in it. He's broadcast himself using it. So if you're a fan of his and you're a mod of his, why is he telling these lies on his main channel? Is he lying to you, or do you know these lies behind the scenes and you know that he's lying, but he's lying to the wider audience and you're inside the circle, therefore it's fine? At what point is it fine for him to lie like this? At what point do you start thinking this man is just a collection of lies, a lie after a lie, a manipulation after a manipulation, just does what he needs to on the day to get you feeling the way you need to get you feel? Let's talk about chocolate, let's talk about cake, let's talk about your emotions when you feel that a child has been hurt, and then let's ask you for some money. Like, at what point is this just not a collection of lie after lie after lie? And you know it in your heart, you know it in your heart. I'm not concerned with the logic and the manipulation and this, but he said this and I think he said that, and Brumvixen repeating in chat there, the fake account had a dyslexia post. Interesting, yeah. I'm asking about your heart, what you truly feel. Take some time out, have a think, reflect on it. Is Alan the man you believe he's telling you he is?
So I need to show you something first, so I get your attention. I'm talking to the new channels. You have no idea what trouble you can get in.
If he wanted to get the new channel's attention, he would have done a video called New Channels Alert, You Are in Trouble. But instead he did this video where he replicated the exact video that I'm doing because he knows it irks us when he copies our content. He's trying to get my attention.
On YouTube. I do. I've been doing it 5 years. I'm here to help you. And I'm going to do it with words and proof.
The narcissistic abuser will always tell you that they're here to help you. They will not tell you that they're there to abuse you, will they? They always tell you, like, it's part of the con. I'm here, I'm your guide, I'm going to help you. You know? I'm asking you to make up your own mind. I'm saying that we've got resources for you to be supported by if you need help. You can go in the Discord. You can supported by the community. I'm not telling you, like, I did earlier say I was Jesus, but I was sort of joking.
Now, a lot of you are aware of a guy called Curtis Media. He's been
I'm
taken...
going to skip through this bit. Because he's just doing exactly what he just said, you know, showing the news. Reading the news, literally just reads the Daily Mail as a threat to the people that Curtis has been arrested, so you are now under threat of arrest. And it's to me, really, isn't it? Because he thinks that if I drop my video tomorrow, oh no, I might not drop it now because maybe the police will come. They won't come. And if they come, we can go and have a good chat. And then once we've had a good chat, they'll turn up at Alan's house. Bear this in mind, Alan. I've not gone to the police yet.
Why have you done it? Why have you done it so close to the inquest? You're in England. Malicious Communication Act. Social media. Please listen to AD. I've been on this route for 5 years. 2 years imprisonment.
You think people are going to go to prison for publishing a fake Facebook post on their YouTube? Do you think people are going to... As much as I do not want to entertain fake Facebook nonsense on my YouTube, I don't think I'll go to prison.
You can't hide by saying, well, I never said it.
Stealing other people's content, Silver Moon Warrior, you know, absolute, yeah, right? But that is like a minor compared to what we're doing now. I'm talking about Alan manipulatively abusing. He's directed this at women. He's told us he's directing today's episode at women. It's just unacceptable. He's lied directly to their faces. I've called him out on it. I didn't need to because he showed his own Facebook. He's told them their content is shit because they're just reading the news. He's read the news. He's threatened them off the Nicola Bulley case by saying they could go to prison if they keep publishing things. He's telling them he's the biggest one and he's the main one and he's going to help them, the benevolent... It's like being brainwashed by a fucking horrible church pedophile. Like, no offence to people who love God and the church and stuff, but you know what the Catholic priests were doing to the little kids? Do you know what I mean? It's like that sort of level shit now. Like, you're manipulating people on a horrible level and you're being a hypocrite while you do it, and it's all under the guise of being the big main one that they can come to for help and support. Why would you do that? It's horrible. Steal my content. Re-upload my fucking videos. I'll live with that. Manipulate vulnerable people. I'm saying vulnerable people. Women aren't just vulnerable. But to Alan, they're the vulnerable group. To Alan, he can't do it to certain people, but he can do it to these women. He thinks he can. He's got his spanners. They're evidence of it. I'm here as a support group, as a way out. I'm calling him out on that. This is different. Tomorrow we're going to drop a video which is going to take it up a different level.
You can't hide behind saying I never said it. It was someone else, and I just repeated it. Oh, Lord. In the nicest way, ladies, you've made a big mistake. You've been fed this stuff. No doubt it's sent to you by well-wishers. Oh, have you seen this on Facebook? It says, I'm not even going to repeat what it says. It's disgusting. And you've read it out to the public of the world. Did you ever see, like, BBC reading something like that out? Or Sky reading that out, right?
Sky.
Or a newspaper printing it. Who's it from? Oh, Anonymous. Anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous.
You've been set up.
Set up. It's not that, again, I'll reiterate this point. It's not just that somebody made a horrible Facebook post and people started reporting on it. You've been set up.
The inquest is coming down the track fast. And what you've done now is that you've given mainstream media an excuse to bash us, social media, over the head. And the police will say, do you see what they're writing over the weekend, just before the inquest? They're blaming X and Y. You're blaming X and Y days before the inquest. Publicly. You understand? I might be very exciting. Oh, I've got an exclusive. I've found this. Or this man said to me, well, he took it to the police. Did he? People do lie. You can never print something without a source. If you've got a source, you can blame the source. If you've got an anonymous, you have no right to read it out.
Do you know what the best thing about me and Alan is? I've got a source. I got a source. I got Tabasco sauce. I got really thick, creamy sauce. Alan's my sauce. Alan is my sauce.
Please go have a field day with that. I don't think I need to say any more on that subject. I've made myself clear. I won't be repeating it, and I never will be reading out anonymous letters. I don't hide behind a false name. If I've got some accusations to make, I will make them in my name.
You've got no accusations to make against me, because... Come at me, bro. What would you want to accuse me of? What do you want to accuse me of? What I'm accusing you of, Alan, it's not even accusing you, is it? I'm showing the evidence that you are a hypocrite and a liar. I mean, today, hypocrite, liar, bang, bang. Yeah? Manipulator, further down this list, you know, these other things that I find even more egregious. Am I accusing you of them, or am I just, like, showing people the evidence and allowing them to make up their own decision? I'm saying it's my opinion that this is what I think of him. I can't diagnose him as a narcissist. I'm not a mental health professional, but, you know, all the traits are there. We'll do another video on that in the future. I mean, come at me, bro.
Not Anonymous's name. You have interfered with the King's inquest days before it starts.
Really serious stuff, isn't it, Alan? Real serious shit. And then he goes on to do his usual bollocks on his broadcast. You know, his usual bollocks.
I don't understand how they can ask you to send Descam, but not tell you what vehicle you're looking for.
Like, real bollocks. Load of bollocks.
I'm not monetarised. I've worked a crash where it's done £10 worth of damage. They do forensics. No forensics. No following the police manual.
It sounds almost like he was listening to my episode and repeating back live what I was saying. I didn't watch through his bollocks, But you know, we did this episode yesterday, and he was like obviously watching my channel at the same time. I was mentioning about having not done forensics, probably about the same sort of time. It's almost as if he's listening back. Like, he's probably got me with the creative captions.
I've got to get over to Patreon. All you patrons, we're going to have a chat. If you want to join Patreon, the ladies will put up a link to it now. I don't get paid for this.
Yes, you do, Alan. You've got super chats. Nancy pays you for doing these episodes, doesn't she? You show them all the time.
Not monetarized.
You're not monetarized, but you get super chats, so you are monetized. Because how else are you getting super chats? Another lie.
I've worked all day on this show. I won't get a penny unless
You've worked all day on this show. You've turned up in the evening, switched on the computer, and regurgitated some crap that people have posted in a Facebook group for you.
someone gave me a super chat, which some people have done. But I don't get paid for my videos now. So don't think I'm making stacks of money out of this. It's not about money.
It is about money because you've got a Patreon you've just invited people to go on that costs extra to watch. So why is the Patreon not free?
It's about, to me, injustice.
It's about injustice, says the man who cheated the taxpayer out of I don't know how much money. It's about injustice, isn't it? Injustice.
Complete injustice to say that Nicola was an alcoholic, more or less, or she had, let's not say that, she had alcohol, whatever. I think that's not fair. I don't even think it's true. And they suggest that she took her own life. I don't think that's fair or true. And I don't believe she had any kind of accident and fell into.
You're using Nicola Bulley as a lever to manipulate the audience because they're concerned with this stuff. So you're using it to try and tug at their heartstrings, to try and make emotional pleas, to try and make out like you're the warrior of good and you're flying this flag for this poor woman and that you're going to fight her corner. And the reason you're doing it is because people might give you some money. Because what else have you got? Tragedy porn. Pathetic.
For water. I don't believe that's fair or true either. Now,
we've watched his patrons. He just fills the time, talks about his paintings. We've watched them.
I've got a special guest on Sunday. I'm closed on Saturday. You know, I have Saturdays off. But on Sunday, we have a special pre-inquest show.
He's trying to do something big so that people will watch it and not watch my video. But I hope that once you've watched my video, you'll have different questions to ask in there of the guest.
We've got a special guest coming on that might be able to help you understand what's going on. I'm looking excited about that. I won't name that person because that person will get trolled.
If you have someone on your show, Alan, they might want to pull out. If you're watching this and you're going to be on Alan's show, reserve the right to pull out. Watch my video first. You might not want to be attached to Alan.
Anybody I bring on my show, if I say who it is, they get sent evidence that AD's a bad man. It never ends. It never ends, that story.
Did you say evidence that you're a bad man? Why is there evidence that you're a bad man? There's no. Why is that evidence existing?
But anyway, so that's going to be Sunday, and of course the inquest is Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to be going live most of the day.
How are you? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try and go head to head. You know, why would you want to watch his bollocks? The thing is, what he's going to do is he's going to have when he says he's going to go live most of the day, he's going to have the stream on, he's going to have the BBC News on in the background, and that's about it. He'll wait for things to happen, and when they happen, they'll be on the news, and he'll just say, oh, that's happened. Like, he hasn't really got anything planned. He's awful, and he thinks that you'd rather watch his 480p jerky internet than the actual news. You could watch the news crisp and clear on my channel. You know, we'll have interesting conversation and analytics. Alan's got nothing.
Okay,
he's got nothing to add.
Tuesday to this. I don't know exactly when it starts, when it finishes, but I'm trying to be on hand all day Monday and Tuesday, and I'll be on my Red channel all day Monday. So you need to join Red now. The girls will put the link to the Red channel. And if you don't know what the Red channel is, this is the blue channel. My Red channel is my backup channel.
So he's worried about his channel going down. He's worried that what Scott does tomorrow might take his channel down. I have other irons in the fire regarding that, Alan, but you're worried about that. And it's probably because he recently did the Sky News broadcast, and that probably got flagged for some sort of copyright. And it said one more strike and you're out. And then he's like, oh, I'll have to move over to the other channel to get the strike instead.
So I don't really want to do an 8-hour live on here. So I'm going to do an whatever long it takes live on Mondays usually on my Red channel. So you need to subscribe to Red now. So you better find me on Monday.
No, you don't.
Okay? I'm not going to do
terrible
Inquest all day on here. I will do a summary on Monday night on here. So my live on Monday night would be normal. It'd be here, 9 o'clock. I'll go through the whole day. But I'm not.
When should we drop our video, So when should we drop our video? Should we drop it about 8:30, 7:30, just before?
Join Red channel if you want the full version of the day. Okay, so join the Red channel now. Don't forget, in time.
I think we'll have to drop it about 9:30. I'll stream on Sunday. I'll stream. We'll lead into it. I'll set it as a premiere, and then when he's up and running, I'll end the stream. You can all watch the video, and I'll start another stream after to, you know, talk about it, think about it. You know, it'll happen while he's live, so that he has trouble.
Monday. It's not long now, is it? And again, don't believe anonymous people. They're trying to fool you. Don't be a fool. I'll play it with a song I made by the lead singer of Stereophonics.
You made a song by the lead singer of the Stereophonics?
And I really love this song, and the words are fitted in totally to the case. And if you listen to the words and watch the pictures,
This is what angers Eddie, because he's stolen Eddie's sign-off with a song.
you understand.
Friday the 27th of January.
I know I've been gone a while and I really miss you. There's
No, he's using someone else's song, someone else's cover. Unbelievable. That's that takes the biscuit, doesn't it? That's so sad for this person whose song he's
nothing
stolen.
else I want more in the world. But I have to do this, and I thought you.
He's stolen that. Sad bastard. He just can't help himself. He's not on the smule. Maybe he's done it in the past. Maybe he's like, you know, it felt like he was doing it for new. Well, you don't need smule to do this, but it's not on the smule. Interesting. Stealing someone else's song. That's terrible at the end there. It's trying to get up Neddy's nose. Yeah, exactly. But it's also like, whose song has he just stolen? He said it was a song he made. He literally said that. Like, if you know any young girls who are performing music or creating art, and Alan just stole them and put them on their like, come hello, the man's got no. Like, that's a young girl that's done that.
We exploding all the time.
It's a young girl, isn't it, that he's...
Make me feel like I'm the only one that's changed.
Like, it kind of seems really seedy and weird to steal a young girl, and the internet is awful, isn't it, for it? Yeah, you can't really hear it properly. Alan made a song. It's weird to choose a young girl's cover. I don't like it. It's a shit move by a shit person. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to move over to Super Chuffer and we're going to do the police media response. We're going to pick up where we left off. So what I want to do is I want to send you over there, and I'm going to get started a little bit early because I'm sitting here now, so I'm going to get on with it. So the way I'm going to do that, I think I'm going to try and do this, is I think I'll get a way of forwarding people. Redirect. So if I copy this into the redirect, redirect privileges needed. Ask Super Chuffer to add you to their live redirect list in the community settings. What? I am Super Chuffer. It's my own brand account, you fucking idiot. Okay. Super Chuffer. I hope you've all had a good time here today, and I hope you've understood that I raised my energy to match the level of the... like, what he's done is pretty bad. Like, what he's done is pretty bad. Yeah? So I raised my energy to match what I felt was the correct response to what he's done. I'm not angry. He's not poking my buttons. You know, that's not what's happening. I simply raised my energy to match what I believe to be the you know, the, like, I want to say the quality, but not in a good way, you know, the bad quality of his actions. So what did it want me to do? Ask Super Chuffer to add you to their live redirect list in community settings. Okay, so what kind of settings are those? Settings, community, managing moderators, standard moderators, approved users, live redirects. All channels can redirect to my content. Save. Let's try that again. So it still wants privileges. Okay. So it wants privileges. So instead what I'll do is just copy and paste it into chat. Now, you know where Super Chuffer channel is. That's the live. Go there now. I'll go there now. This live will end. How about that? Sound good? Sounds good. You can just switch over, yeah. Don't worry about it. YouTube's got a system where it should automatically send you, but we'll deal with it in the future. No big deal. So you be good, my little puckos. And remember, if you can't be good, you're naughty. I'm confused now about what I'm doing because I've got 2 streams open apparently. And yeah, we'll continue on with our like much better look at the behaviour of the police and their media response. Finish the night strong on something sensible. Maybe we should just have a mess about, actually. Maybe we should have a mess about later as well. I mean, we probably won't finish all this police stuff tonight, and I'll probably have to do a bit more tomorrow. And that's the idea, is tomorrow, of course, big thing. We'll do a battery exhausted stream. We'll lead into the premiere. We'll watch the premiere. We can talk about it if you want. And then it's Monday. For us, it'll be the inquest, and for Alan, it'll be dealing with the fallout, I hope. Maybe you won't deal with it. Maybe you'll ignore it. That would be a mistake. Right. You be good, my little puckos, and if you can't be good, you're naughty.